Welcome back to the Supercar Connection podcast.
To control the loudness of a burble, it's timeless.
Back in the stew, as we said.
Back in the stew.
Someone will show bigger gains than me, and then I lose the customer, but their car is slower than my customers, right? Just rev it. It's like you just look at
This episode is brought to you by Quality Collision Group. After an accident, it's not just your car that's thrown off track, it's your routine, your momentum, your focus. That's why I recommend taking your vehicle to a Quality Collision Group-owned shop. They are OEM certified shops, use the exact parts and repair standards your car was built with. No shortcuts, no guesswork, just confidence restored. When it matters most, trust the experts. Find your quality-approved shop today.
how it should be. There's a school called the Steiner School. There's a guy named Rudolf Steiner. I'll talk about it at the end. But it's like the way a human being should be taught and raised. Like when you're a kid, you're supposed to, like, our creativity is killed in classrooms. Your memorization and testing and blah, blah, blah. The people that were in AP classes when I was in high school, I have fucking done laps around.
Embarrass them almost.
I mean,
It's safe to say, because I'm in the same boat. I feel the same
I'm
exact
sure,
way.
yeah.
I feel exactly the same way. Because I was always the kid that everyone was like, come on. I was like the class clown, grades weren't my thing. That was it.
yeah.
That was my
well,
vibe.
they say if you test an elephant by its ability to climb a tree, it'll live its whole life thinking it's stupid.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's like
I
wasn't
was
built
like
for
that for, like, I literally thought elementary school, I was like, this is not my style. I'm not a smart kid, whatever. I'm an athlete. That was my whole thing. And then I quickly realized when I got
While
to
you were
college.
in your athlete phase.
Yeah, literally. And I got to college and I was like, no, I'm definitely smarter than a lot of these idiots that are here.
Yeah.
And then it hit me. And I was like, I got it now. I was like, this my application, what I'm good at, is just not applied here.
Exactly.
It'll be applied in the next phase.
And I'll go further to say that I think it's purposefully killed. They want to kill your spirit.
They do.
They want you to be an obedient
95%er.
slave. Yeah.
99%er.
Because how many of those people do they need for society to run?
Yeah. Well, if
As
you want to
many
get
as they
into
can get.
conspiracy, Rockefeller said he wants workers in his factory rather than free thinkers.
100%.
So the way you think and the way I think is dangerous to the system.
It is, because we're a threat.
Threat to the matrix,
Correct.
which is, there's no better compliment, I think. Who wants to be normal? It's
I know.
boring.
Let's get into the car stuff before we, because I could keep going. I can keep going.
It's a preview of what's to come. Yeah.
I could keep going all day long with this.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Welcome back on the show. Welcome to our facility.
Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way.
What do you
Thank
think
you.
so far?
Great.
You like it?
It's a little hot in here.
It is.
It is.
We're,
Sorry, our
yeah,
AC is
that,
broken right now.
Yeah.
Sorry. We
Yeah.
just moved in,
Just
and the
moved
first
in.
thing we realized, we turned the AC on. We're like, hey, this isn't working. So it turns out there's a little power. There's the breaker back there is missing a piece, so they have to order it, and that's all that it is.
it's broken. They said it'll be 2 weeks, and now we're kind of sad. So we had 2 weeks without AC. But
Correct.
the car looks great lifted up. I mean, it looks great not
Is the
lifted up,
front-
but
oh.
it's right behind you,
Yeah.
which is kind of a cool shot.
Can you see the license plate in this shot or no?
I don't know.
Your head might be covering it. Yeah. Now you could probably see it for a quick thing.
My license plate is Bodem June, which means eggplant in ICFAR.
You know how sick that is?
No?
What do you mean? That's cool. That's like one of those things where like only a certain people can read it and know.
Yeah.
I think
But
that's awesome.
I don't look Persian, so people get next to me like, it must mean something. Bad man John?
In the European car world, we call it aubergine.
Because you're like French?
No, it's just that's eggplant in
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of Europe.
Yeah. True. That won't fit on a license plate, I don't think.
Yeah, aubergine purple is the Lotus purple that's really close to this.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I've never seen a purple Lotus.
it's rare.
Thoughts on Emira?
I think it looks good.
We just recently got the ability to tune it. I don't have any interest in doing it though.
Oh, because it's AMG.
Well, both,
Four-cylinder.
Even the I was going to say
six-cylinder.
Lotus motor, the Toyota motors.
So
You
yeah,
have
Camry
no-
motor, that's-
was locked.
You have no interest in tuning the. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen the first episode with Matt or know who Matt is, you own HT Tuning. You founded HT Tuning is your company, and you are the top Ferrari tuner of all Euros.
I would say hypercar and exotics.
Okay,
That's my wheelhouse. But I do love Ferrari the most.
Matt is awesome when it comes to this.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah,
remember
wizard.
the Aventador that I had that used to spit flames like this for 12 seconds? It's all because of the man right here that's sitting here.
And it lasted.
It lasted.
lasted.
It lasted.
That's the important part.
Absolutely.
yeah, it didn't blow up. work great.
Which that tune is now really popular, I feel.
Yeah, well, everybody it's not everybody, but the people that want to show off, because you want to hear something interesting is for Ferrari, nobody was having like flames hold until me. It's like if you backdate it, looked at videos, no one could do it. But obviously, my tunes have been out for a while, so now that I have to fix a file from another tuner, I'm like, oh, you motherfucker! Like it does happen. I'm not offended or whatever. Like,
right.
Learn from me, fine. But when they apply the other things incorrectly, like there's a reason I did this way. You can't still do the old bullshit you're doing. It's like, if you're going to copy me.
Right.
Do it my way.
Make my file exact.
Don't just copy the one piece.
Yeah, and then when it doesn't work, the customer eventually finds me.
So, why do you have no interest in tuning the Amira?
I'm not interested in the car. And Lotus in general has disappointed me. I had the very last Esprit that was ever made. I think I mentioned that maybe before.
I think you did last episode.
They always use bonus parts shit. They're not trying hard. So I don't want to be the reason something breaks. Also, the Toyota motor has the manual. That's what I would want, and that's what I want to play with. Mm-hmm. But that's a boring motor to tune. It's mechanically limited boost. So,
and it's like 6,500 RPM or something like that.
Yeah, it's just a boring. It's like there is potential with this idea. Same thing I had in Alpha 4C, and it was like, if you made it manual, I'd still have it. If you put a V6 in it, I'd still have it. If you put a V8 in it, I'd marry it.
Yeah.
V10.
Yeah, I mean, do something cool.
4C, I forgot you guys.
Houston was trying to put a V10 in the 4C and then ended up giving up on it.
I remember. Yeah, it was first time I met him. He showed me.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
In the back of the facility, he was like, check this out.
Last I heard, he was trying to sell off the project, I think. So, anyway, but the Lotus, they've got that new electric SUV, which is out.
Heard about it. Oh, is it?
Yeah, and it's so expensive. It's
How
like over
expensive?
$200,000.
I mean,
Have you seen one?
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I haven't even seen a picture of it.
I'm in the same boat.
There's a reason. The reason
Really?
you haven't seen one is because it's an electric Lotus SUV for $200 and something thousand.
What a scary idea. Lots of
look
trouble,
sleek at
usually
least?
serious, right? So like, I'm very vocal about hating electric cars. Hate.
Hate.
Like, when I see a Waymo, I get angry.
Well, that's a whole other level.
Fuck off my block.
So how do you feel about the little delivery clankers?
They're adorable.
Okay.
It's like looking at, who's that? Wally.
Okay, off topic. How do you use one? How do they work?
You order food and then it comes to you and then you scan it with your phone and the door opens?
That's my whole thing. I want to try one, but I don't know, where do you order the food? Is it the company, that little clanker company? Because I order DoorDash plenty. I should have had one by now.
Maybe you're not in the right region.
Are they rolling around Glendale?
Yeah, they roll right by my apartment all the time. I watch them get stuck trying to cross the traffic, and it makes me laugh all the time. But I've always just wanted to deliver food. That's all.
Well, we can research
Sorry.
later. Why do you hate electric cars?
Sarah Connor said, "Don't trust the machines," and I find it very strange. People get into car. Like, did you see that video of a woman in an autonomous car? People are standing in front of it, harassing. Like, she's a hot lady, I suppose. She didn't show herself, but they wouldn't let the car move. They're like harassing her, saying, "Give me your number," or whatever. And then people crash them or go into water or whatever. You're pressing a button to open the door, and then you die. You're giving up your autonomy. You're really trusting someone with your life. Like, I would never fucking do that. Never.
Well, I think Waymo is just a data company that was opened to gather a bunch of data on autonomous driving, help save Jaguar out of a lot of big tax write-offs, getting all of those F-Pay or whatever at just zero price. Who knows what sort of loss they took on those.
The only people who bought F-Pace was Waymo.
And then these Waymos, the company, there's no way Waymo is a profitable company. They're just harvesting a bunch of data to then declare for bankruptcy, write off a ton of money, and then sell off the data that they collect.
Isn't that every company now?
Super low key. Everybody's just a data company at this point, including Tesla. They take some different data.
Yeah, until we did the podcast last time, I didn't have Instagram. I was off the internet. I was living like it was the 90s, and I really enjoyed that freedom. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not having to constantly answer people or
draining.
give my data or my You mean?
Energy to people.
Yes.
It's draining.
Where your thoughts go, energy flows.
It's draining. I find myself in this phase giving my energy to a lot of people, and I'm at the point now where like I'm becoming more selective because I didn't realize I don't have that much more energy to be drained. I used to think I could just keep going, and I'm at a point where I'm like I'm sputtering. I could feel a little bit, and I'm like, is it me? Is it my life? Is it society? Is it the people? Yeah. What is it?
Now you see why fame is a curse.
Yeah, I understand it, and I'm not even popping.
Or why famous people are always upset when you ask them for. You're like, oh fuck. He's the 300th person to ask for an autograph in the airport. I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
100%. 3 people, I'd be pretty rude, honestly. That's like all my shirts say "fuck off" or something.
Yeah, I don't want to
like
be here.
I already warned you by how I look.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Can we take a selfie?
The less involvement I have, fine, but I don't want to be involved.
Yeah, I found myself like when I take my dog out to go to the bathroom or something like that, just leaving my phone in my pocket and going like,
just being present.
Yeah, I'm outside. I'm here for 5 minutes. Can I just
enjoy the world?
Be here for 5 minutes?
Just exist.
And it's been nice.
Smart.
Yeah.
You should go barefoot. Not on the dog shit, but like
sure.
Go ground
to the backyard.
Yeah, might as well get your grounding in.
Yeah, usually I just go just full hands and feet to the ground and just get double.
You're not doing that sunning your butt shit?
Yeah, I was about to say that's where your source of power comes from.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you have to have like a high-rise apartment to be able to pull that one off.
Okay. You're saying so no one sees?
Yeah, societal norm-wise, yes.
I don't have a clear window to butt sun.
You could butt sun outside. It's just not acceptable to society, to certain people.
I feel like none of us got the term right. There's a term for it.
There is. I just don't know the term. I'm not weird like that, but it's just a whole thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm trapped. You know how you talk about leaving your phone in your pocket?
Mm-hmm.
I feel trapped in it. Like I remember this, and we talked about this. Mm-hmm. I made a conscious decision maybe 2021 when that was back when everyone was talking about screen time. What's your screen time? Sure. What screen time you have?
A lot.
And I started caring about how much screen time, and I tried to dial it back. And then I really thought about it, and I was like, I feel like if I leaned into this, I could probably make some money and we can make some stuff happen. So I leaned into it hard.
Yep.
Now my phone is just like I told you, I feel like I'm trapped. There's always somebody to answer. There's always a problem to solve. There's always someone that needs something.
Yep.
And it gets to a point where I feel like I glitch. I go, it's like it's too much.
Yeah.
I can't stop.
Have you ever done mushrooms? You know, it makes you appreciate the natural state of human. Like you would hate artificial light, right angles, like throw your phone in the woods. There's, you want to get back to basics.
Just normal.
Think about what your life looks like to your dog. Like 10 hours a day or something, you're looking at this, or you're looking at the TV, or you're looking at this. Like, how different is that than...
Trust me, this morning I was sitting on the couch, I had a football game on. I had Auto Trader in my lap on my laptop, looking at car listings, and then I'm like, take a break, and I'm scrolling Instagram, and I look up, and I literally have my phone in my hand, my laptop in my lap, and a football game on the TV in front of me, and I was like, wow, I am in a bad spot.
And you're getting blasted with radiation.
Just blasted from multiple angles, multiple levels.
Bukkake.
From every degree, every single direction.
So that was tough. You just got back from SEMA.
Yeah.
Literally today.
Yeah.
We've never been to SEMA.
That's crazy to me.
I'm not sold on SEMA.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be sold if you haven't tried it, right?
Well, no. Okay, sorry. I'm not sold on the fact because, again, everyone talks about you got to go to SEMA. Like, how are you in the automotive space and you're not SEMA? And I'm like, okay, so you correct me if I'm wrong. From my understanding, SEMA is all about certain vendors, project cars, that type of vibe.
Okay. Opposed to what's...
Like, for example, something in our space, what extreme direct benefit would we get from going to SEMA? And or
I think just meeting everyone.
Meeting and networking. But if that scene, when something has been established so much popularity-wise where everyone's like, you got to go network at SEMA. The people who actually network don't want to network at SEMA. And they're hard to get in touch with. It's usually the people that are trying to network and have no value. That's the people that are all in your face at SEMA.
That's
well,
fair.
if we were there trying to network, would we be people trying to network with no value?
We would be. I'm telling you, the people that are actually valuable don't want to go to SEMA. And like for example, the people who are worth trying to network aren't running around SEMA like with their head cut off.
You're looking at like the upper like CEOs and like
That's the whole point. Who am I going to go meet some random person that just it
well,
doesn't
you never
make any
know
sense
who's
to me.
connected to the
That I do agree with.
Yeah.
I just don't. For me, in the way that I have my life, me to take time away from my current work to go to SEMA, I don't see direct value.
Like all of a sudden we're there and we come back with an Ozatech sponsorship or something.
doesn't hurt. I mean, you should try it at least. I didn't go since pre-COVID.
Okay. Oh, really? It's your first time back from pre?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
word.
don't care about doing anything, honestly. I want to live. I want to live my life. I don't want to be working all the time. And the less people I know, the less people I have to keep in contact with. So, I'm in the my head is in the clouds all the time. I'm like partially here and partially in Earth. So after we did the last podcast, like I had a goal. I was like, if I want to do good in the world, I need to make more money so I have people will listen to what I say, and I have the ability to help people more. I have more resources, I have more people around me that are on the same path or whatever. And I had a goal to double my income as well, which I was already doing okay. I already had the 296 at the time. And as of last month, I did double my income.
Congratulations.
And I don't
Sick.
advertise. I do not advertise. I don't spend any money. And if you see the shit that I post on Instagram, I'm just fucking around. It's not.
Your posts on Instagram are the top posts on Instagram. They're the best posts on Instagram. Hey guys, Matt from HC Tuning. I don't even want to be doing this video, but we're here with this car doing this. It is the most raw, real content on Instagram.
I don't want to do it.
I know. You tell them,
I don't
guys,
be
I don't even want to be talking to you right now. I don't like any of you, but here I'm about to make this thing
It's not
spit
that
fires.
I love people, but people have hurt me profoundly. I just don't have. I'm an introverted, empathic, intuitive introvert, I think is the term. But I want to be isolated to think about the things that I like. I'm an engineer. I want to do that stuff, and I have to switch. It's like a different part of your brain is active. I don't know if you know this, but like if you sleep on your right side or your left side, you'll have different types of dreams.
Really?
Yeah, well, the blood's pooling on that side.
You guys dream?
Sometimes.
Yes, I dream.
I don't remember the last time I had a dream.
I'm sorry.
It's been.
Well, you don't remember. You're
it's been
supposed to have a
minute.
journal next to your bed. We can talk. We can talk about
Yeah.
this later.
If you think about dreaming, you are dreaming. You're just not remembering it.
Nikola Tesla used to keep a dream journal. He said all of his inventions, he would wake up in the morning and have the invention written out.
It's weird if you
And
like
no recollection.
if you think about dreaming before you're like while you're falling asleep, if you're like really intentional about like thinking about dreaming, you'll blow yourself away.
I'll try it because I'm telling you, everyone's like, "What do you dream?"
Literally,
I haven't dreamed
when you're laying in
years.
bed trying to fall asleep, just literally just repeat to yourself something about dreaming, whatever it is. Do you ever do anything like that?
You know, your dreams are
Just
how
be like,
your subconscious talks to you.
I will remember my dreams. I will remember my dreams in your head. Just literally just repeat that until you fall asleep. And if you do that for like 5 or 10 minutes, I guess you can stop and just fall asleep. But if you're like, put that in your mind, you'll wake up and go, wow, I just had some crazy dreams.
I'm kind of excited now.
Usually, like at a big transformation or crossroads in your life, you'll have profound dreams.
Okay.
And your dreams speak in symbolism.
Okay.
Like if you're drowning or something, it means there's an emotional problem. Like there's always, very interesting. Carl Jung wrote a book on men and his symbols, and like disseminated. This means this. Analyze dreams. It's like your brain has a lot of information that you don't know it has. Your subconscious mind.
Okay.
So it's how you talk to your subconscious is you analyze the dream. It's like basically a message from God, or whoever your God is.
Right.
Gods.
Whatever it
Lowercase
is.
G, whatever, I don't know. I don't want to answer the question for you.
Intelligent design, whatever it could be.
Yeah, you fill in the blank.
Yeah. I feel you.
Do you want to talk about cars again? SEMA.
I don't, but yeah.
Yeah. What is, so you went to SEMA. What do you feel like you got out of it?
So to me, it was the most productive SEMA I've ever been to.
That's awesome.
One is, I went there without an agenda. I didn't have a plan to go. I missed the first day. A friend of mine was like, "Hey, I'm going. Do you want to come? You could just stay with me or whatever." And I was like, everyone's gone this week anyways. So what am I going to do at home? So I flew out last minute, and then I was like, from the airport, went to the tram at the MGM to get to the convention center. And then as I'm waiting, I see like my new dealer from Florida in line. Signature Auto House, shout out Eric and Franco.
Shout out Eric and Franco.
Yes, sir.
And they're like, "Oh, Matt," like I had never met them in person. And it was interesting that right away, just things like synchronicities lined up. And I kept running into them all weekend, actually. It was interesting. It's like, it was one of those things like meant to happen. So they had a tuner that it didn't work out with, and then they were referred to me by several people that they trust, and then watched some videos that I was talking about burbles or something, I don't know. And then, like, so we became boys over the course of the week, you know what I mean?
Right.
Now I would consider them friends. And then just kind of went around the convention center without a name. And it was the first time I didn't have anyone with me. I didn't have like Steve, my partner in Scottsdale, didn't come.
Your son, yeah.
My son.
I hope, Steve, if you're watching this, we had to talk because it's unreal.
He's impressed with how much you're a clone of me, but he's much taller than I am. He does have the same disdain for people, though.
I showed you the picture of the outfit, and you guys are wearing the same outfit right now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you guys are carbon copies of each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead. Nothing's a coincidence. Go ahead.
Nothing's a coincidence. No such thing. Chance is a name for a law not recognized. We're the same life path, actually. Yeah, we'll talk about life path is later. Numbers.
Let me break the fourth wall for a second.
Go ahead, Deadpool.
I'm not. So don't get mad at me for steering Matt away from the deeper questions or topics here, because we're gonna get to those later. We're just having some supercar connection conversations first. If you want to hear all of that stuff, it will happen a little later. So that's it. I'm not here to just hamstring the spirit talk.
It's very hard for me to, like I said, I'm more in my
Sure, I mean
spiritual.
You can weave it all in. It's all good.
Okay. So walking around, just ran into randomly.
Walking around?
I walked the first day, and then I was like, "This shit's for peasants." And I got a scooter. It's not very professional, but also I don't.
You got a scooter. Remember, our guests have no idea.
Handicapped wheelchair.
He's in the handicapped wheelchair that the fat people go in Disneyland. So everyone has a picture. That's what he's riding around in
or
SEMA.
Walmart.
I'm living in the Wall-E future.
Yes.
To be fair, I almost needed my hip replaced. Did I tell you?
Yes, you did. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So like,
Qualify.
you know, who knows?
Yeah, you know he tore his hip and he just healed by himself. He forced his body to heal.
That's right, bitch.
Yeah, it was. I was concerned. I was like, go to the doctor, do something. He's like, no, I'm just not going to eat.
Well,
I was like, what do you mean?
It's crazy that like everything was fine. Then for 6 weeks, I'm like, I can't walk at all. And they're like, you need a hip replacement. I'm like, it's not possible. We go from fine to need a new hip. There's nothing in between. You don't have anything. There's no pill. There's no shaman. Like, what the fuck? Like, we don't want to try anything.
Yeah.
Prayer.
Let's burn some candles at least or something. Let's try something.
So like I have experience with dry fasting, and like your body creates stem cells, and it cures cancer and heart disease and all this other shit. Long COVID.
Dry fasting.
Dry fasting. So
What is this?
No food, no water.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, I know you like in school.
Biblical times.
In school, they say you'll die after 3 days without water, and it's a lie. Your dog, if he gets sick, he's not going to eat or drink. Mm-hmm. If it's a he, I didn't ask.
Doesn't matter.
No, but they instinctively
But I
know
appreciate the respect.
Yeah. I don't want to assume his gender. I don't want to get cancer.
Yeah, I know, right? We got to be politically correct here.
I haven't been able to ask him, and I don't want to assume their gender either. So
That tech might exist. Different. Yeah. Who knows?
a
I think. Did you see that TED Talk? They said they mapped our brainwaves with AirPods, so they could predict hear your thoughts.
really,
Like your phone when we're talking about something, and then Amazon's going to say, "Hey, here's a hip brace."
well, have you noticed an increasing amount of athletes who are now pictured when they're coming in? You know how athletes are always pictured walking into the locker room like dressed up from walking from their car into the locker room. Mm-hmm. Increasing amount of athletes going back to the old wired.
Yeah. Well, Kamala Harris said
Headphones.
if we knew what she knew, we'd use wired.
Wouldn't you say that?
I saw a clip.
Was it AI?
You never know, but if it coincides with what I already want to believe, I'll believe.
Sure.
It. If it conflicts, then
what
it's
is
for
life
sure.
right now? Like, really think about it. There's AI out. Like, what are we living in right now, really? Like, it feels like, this is me drastic, and I'm not trying to get too far off, because I know when I say this, Matt's going to go on a tangent. It feels like we're coming to the end of something.
Oh fuck! Don't start.
That's all I'm saying is because everything, the way the signs are, the way the AI is getting incorporated, the financial system, the government system, crypto, a lot of the stuff, the bigger global picture, there's tension. There's a lot of stuff. Something feels like we're coming to an end of something.
We're on the cusp. Yeah.
On the cusp of something, the end of something, whether it's a government entity, a life entity, a financial system, something's going to break. I feel it. I can feel the energy of bust.
For sure.
Pause.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. In which direction? What do you want me to?
I don't really know. So whatever, wherever you want to take it from what I just said.
Let me reel it back to SEMA stuff.
Why did you go to SEMA? You haven't been in years,
Yeah,
and you booked a flight like 2 days before it started.
Yeah, well, it's like I 100% feel like something is coming, and he who worries before he has to worries more than he has to. So I'm like, I'm here. I have the ability to do something cool for work, and I want to give the world my light while I can, because it might not always be here. I might not always be here.
We
I
appreciate it.
had a
very much.
premonition that I would die when I'm 40 when I was a kid. I'm 40 now. So I have like 6 months to see if that works or not.
How does that feel?
Great. No, it really sucks. I had been diagnosed with kidney disease in 2020. Did I tell you guys that?
No, you missed that one.
Oh. So, I mean, this is like it. This is why I went through my statement phase. This fuck me. That everything. There's so much I have to say. Why I went through a midlife crisis a little bit early is that COVID was happening. A doctor told me on the phone I would be dead this year. Said 4 or 5 years, even with a transplant. Said my kidneys were failing, and that's why I started doing the dry fasting and all this other shit. First, I went off the deep end. I mean, I legitimately had psychosis. So, like, as a kid, presumed I would die early for a different. I'll tell you spiritual shit later, but I kind of just accepted it. And he got fired, by the way. You're not supposed to say that. Like, it was a DO. I should have known he's full of shit. But I also needed that. It like it sent me off the deep end. I was very sheltered, wasn't a drinker, never did drugs in my life. And
You got fired for telling you that?
He got fired later, I found out, but I don't know if it was because he said
Sometimes people are
Wait,
a bridge
who?
to get you to where the other side of things
for sure.
are.
Who got fired?
I was like the guy a doctor who told me that I had kidney disease. I was stage 2.
Oh, in 2020.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Stage 2, I was a cunt hair away from stage 3. It was like 1 point away. And he's like, your kidneys don't heal. Like, modern medicine says your kidneys don't heal. And he's like, even with a transplant, like, you got 4 or 5 years. Like, the best you could do is maybe it won't get worse. At the time, I was bodybuilding, though. I was like getting pretty big. It turns out, spoiler alert, I'm alive still, but I have a genetic condition called thalassemia, or a thalassemia trait. So, like, in the city in Iran, my dad's from, a lot of people have thalassemia. It's to protect from malaria. I basically have the Middle Eastern version of sickle cell. So my kidney function is lower. Like, you'd measure me like I'm African American, which means there's like more muscle mass usually, or maybe that there's a sickle cell thing. But it was a misdiagnosis, but it sent me on a fucking journey, because I was faced with, I'm gonna die. I have 4 years, 5 years max. What am I gonna do in this time? So, like, you can feel sorry for yourself for so long. And I was like, well, what can I do with my body? Like, what am I capable of? So I started getting jacked. I started getting huge. And then I started going out, started going to, like, parties and festivals. And I never did anything. I was super sheltered. And then on accident, tried mushrooms. Like, I also had a breakup at the time. It was like a 5-front war. Everything sucked. Like, I didn't have motivation to work. Everything fell apart, which is supposed to happen, apparently, so that you can actually find yourself. So, in a weird way, when you survive it, is the best thing that ever happened to me, because I was on this path, but I'm supposed to be here. Your life has to fall apart for you to make this correction. The longer you're on this path, the harder that correction is. So, after being faced with my mortality, and I'm not advocating, like, you can do mushrooms and then never come back. You know what I mean? Like, you're playing with fire.
It's a dangerous world.
Yeah, but I play with fire for a living, so fucking let's party. So, I did it, and on accident, like, healed childhood trauma. like PTSD, all this. I'm like, oh my God, like I've just been deciding to, it's not your fault what happened to you as a kid, but as an adult, if you're holding on to it, it's your responsibility.
Correct.
No one's going to take a knee and, no, you're doing fine, pal. You know what I mean? So you have to like resolve it inside. It's how I found Jungian psychology as well. Like I went through what's called a dark night of the soul. I went through this transformation, and then I found out that this is a normal part of life. But in that process, found like a new zeal for living.
How much did you accidentally do?
Of mushrooms? You measure with your heart, really, not your, that scale.
Okay.
No, it was
A hero dose?
It was a hero dose. And then
It was a full chocolate. Is what it was.
It wasn't chocolate. I was doing the raw thing. I hate mushrooms now, by the way. Not just psychedelic, but I don't like the taste of mushrooms. It tastes like athlete's foot. It's disgusting. And also the feeling.
You know what athlete's foot tastes like?
Like you can assume.
Okay.
70% of taste is smell. Fuck you.
I'm just
Fuck you for implying that.
You said it, so
You know what's a sad thought?
What?
When you smell something, that's particles hitting your brain.
You're triggering my germophobia.
Yeah. So your blood-brain barrier at the top of your nose?
Yeah.
When you smell something, that is particles hitting your brain. Don't think about that too hard.
I would have preferred not knowing that.
I've smelled some shit in my day.
Yeah.
Literally.
So, anyway, keep going.
I don't know how to recover from that. Alan Watts said,
Now you'll really be pissed when someone farts near you.
I've very been offended because I always instinctively felt like you're putting something inside my body that I don't want to be there. Very sensitive to smell, sound. I'm basically autistic.
We're all autistic.
Yeah, well,
It's a spectrum.
some more than others. Ditto. So, or Jinx, rather. So, Alan Watts, just because we brought up mushrooms, Alan Watts said that psychedelics can get you in touch with the divine. You don't know who Alan Watts is?
Yeah.
You do, okay. He was a philosopher in the 70s. He studied like Eastern philosophy and religion and stuff like this. And the government had hired him to test psychedelics. Like, I don't know if it was MK Ultra shit, but he said it can get you in touch with the divine, but it's good that when you get the message, you hang up the phone. So if you keep looking for that, you're basically opening a door that Pandora's box. So I was like, well, if it worked the first time, maybe it'll work again. And it fucking did not. So it helps you basically like get over, it helped me rather, get over some block that I had my whole life. It was like a hard reset. Like took the cartridge out, blew on it, and put it back in, and then it was a different game. Do you like that analogy?
Yeah, I
It
get
was a
it.
perfect analogy. It was a very you analogy.
Can you beatbox the GoldenEye game pause menu?
Oh, no. I know what it sounds
You know what
like.
I'm talking about?
No, I don't know if I can make that noise with my mouth, though. I loved that game. It was
Yeah.
very transformative. There's certain games that stuck with you,
Yeah.
and they don't really do that anymore because everything's like, you buy shit in the game, skins and all this stuff. They're not making the experience the same.
You don't game these days, do you?
There's a core group of friends that I have, and including my brother, that they're all married with kids, and I'm not, so I have more free time. But they want to get together, and we play like Halo and Counter-Strike stuff.
Are
like
you
this.
serious?
Yeah.
What Halo do you guys play?
Halo.
The 3?
We play like a revised version of 1, and we play Blood Gulch, Capture the Flag.
That's awesome.
We used to. I mean, my entire 20s was like I didn't have a future, and gaming wasn't what it is today. But we would have like marathon, like Capture the Flag's best of 3. Mm-hmm. It would be like 12 hours of no one getting any headway. We got so proficient at it, and then when you lose after 12 hours of investment, none of us talk to each other anymore. All that core group of friends hate each other now.
Right.
Because it's like you lose, like it's like fuck. I just made it. He sniped me and blah blah blah. He died. And then your friend walks in, like, you're the best at this game. He's like, I'll fucking kill you. Like, it was way too stressful. I'm so glad I'm not doing that shit anymore. But also, being good at video games made me good at tuning, frankly. Mm-hmm. It's like what my parents were like, you're wasting your life. Like, this is a skill set that made me very sharp.
Analog skill set. I felt like when I was playing video games as a child, I felt like my reflexes and everything. I felt like I was gaining something, even though I feel like I was, again, like you said, wasting
And you're
time.
solving a problem.
Yeah, you're working. Your brain's working hard.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the game.
Depends on the
Yeah,
game, sure.
I played a lot of Halo growing up, so that's why when you said it hit me, I played a lot, like an unhealthy amount of Halo.
Yeah, it was transformative.
Yeah,
It, like,
multiplayer
made-
games, you're having to think very quickly.
Yeah.
It's like being on the field, you
Yeah.
know?
Yep. Literally.
You got to hit A gap or B gap quickly.
You know, my
Maybe bounce. I mean,
Did you BXB? That was Halo 2, I think. It's like you double melee.
you should get a Nintendo Switch and get
I don't wanna
Zelda
do it.
Breath of the Wild.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, great
I don't,
game.
Yeah, I don't want to spend more time on screens.
Yeah.
I'm going the opposite direction.
It's a good airplane activity.
That's fair.
Like, you got a flight to New York, happens in an instant, playing Breath of the Wild.
It's like you teleported.
Yeah, you're like, oh, a 5-hour flight? That's no problem. You look forward to it. You're like, yes, I got a 5-hour flight. Because
Do
you
you
play
guys-
Breath of the Wild.
Do you guys ever go overseas?
Yeah.
Lying down seat, game changer.
Oh, 100%.
I'll never do it any other way.
I've only done it once, and I had to do it that way.
Yeah, how the fuck do you fit on a plane?
Exactly.
Do you know
So-
who Brian Shaw is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him at the Arnold, like it was the airport or something.
How
Arnold
big
Classic.
is he?
We don't fit in the same frame. Like Jay Cutler, the Mr. Olympia,
Yeah.
took a picture of me and him, and I don't even have the picture because like you can't even tell that I'm next to him.
That's a massive human being.
I've seen him like walk through an airplane, and it's like he's stretching the fucking sidewalls.
So it felt like someone blew in the cartridge and stuck it back in the console, and it was a new game.
Yes, life.
You were transformed.
Yeah, but the problem is when you have like a spiritual awakening, you're like everything's fake. This is bullshit. What do I need money for? Why am I a slave? I'm forced to work to have money and food and have value and all this shit. Like you don't want to participate. So it took a long time. It took years, honestly, to like find motivation to be part of this thing again.
But you're tapped into a whole nother echelon of thing. Like, you know, he's called out recent events. Like almost scary. Like he texted me the other day and he was like,
He doesn't know?
No, he doesn't know. He's like, something's gonna happen. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, can I bet on the market going down? Like, how does that work? And I was like, you have to do this, and this. He's like, something's gonna happen. And then Trump tweeted that China was gay and the market dropped literally the stock market dropped by like 2
That
basis
happened
points.
in that plane crash.
Yes.
Or no, it was around the time of the plane crash. It was Israel attacking Iran.
Both. You called that
That
one out
morning.
first,
Yeah.
and then you called the second one because we were talking about gold, and we were like, "Why is the gold going so far?" They're pushing it to that asset class
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm talking. Text me, and I'm waiting, and within a matter of like a week, major event happening.
Yeah, well, that day I was like, "Can I give you money and you just put it in the market and just bet for me?" And then you're like, "I'll talk to you after work," and it happened during the workday.
It was absolutely madness, and I literally I'm looking at the phone as he's texting me, and I'm looking at the text, and I'm watching it happen, and I'm like, "There's something to be said about that. You're tapped into something."
I had a dream. I don't remember the dream, but I was like, "Oh fuck, this is something."
You know how wild that is, though, to be able to call something like that. You say something, it happens a month later.
Yeah, if I can.
You tell me something, it happens usually it happens within 72 hours, which is freakish.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about that. I'm only saying that so you guys understand that, like, what you're saying, like, I've experienced it, and it's the realest thing on the planet.
Can I call something else out?
Please.
With a strong feeling for it. We'll
Yes.
see if this happens or not.
Yeah, this will be great.
Spring next year.
What?
The next thing.
Okay. Spring next year.
Yeah.
The new Federal Reserve chairman is going to come in probably end of February, beginning of March, and they're going to do they're going to do a massive rate cut pro-Trump, and that's going to steer something in the economy in a direction
So,
that's going to go to the next couple of years.
Spring next year, something's going to happen. I hate to be that guy, but that's a pretty decent window of time and a pretty generic,
Think about COVID.
like that level of thing.
Yeah, possibly worse, I think.
You think massive level,
Like,
worldwide event.
well, I think history is repeating
In the
itself,
spring.
one, and I am a big history buff. So I think it's going to be a financial collapse like the Great Depression. That's my guess. Like, imagine going to the bank and then they're like, we can't give you any money. And then how long till we become animals? Even the nicest person you know will become feral.
Quick.
Because you saw people fighting over toilet paper. It's just like, just wash your ass in the shower, you fuck. What are you killing people at Walmart for?
Yeah. Also, we've never, like, there's never been a shortage of toilet paper.
Well, not till COVID.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but that's what I'm
That
saying.
was a weird thing
Like,
to
why
see,
do you
yeah.
think that's what's going to run
That was
out?
the first thing that they thought about is what happens when I shit. They became animals. Like you're in your limbic system, reptilian brain, whatever the fuck.
Lower
so-
state of consciousness.
I had to
Yeah.
buy plant-based burger patties
That's disgusting.
because that's the only thing that was
I'd rather die, honestly.
at the store.
At that point, yeah, is it even worth living?
And they were Beyond Burgers too. I mean, Impossible Burgers at least taste okay, and you can kind
That's
of.
all chemicals. You shouldn't be eating. You're like eating chemical waste.
There was nothing at the store.
Fast. I have now. If I can go 5 days without food or water, you could do a couple days. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Wait until they have some new meat.
5 days without food or water.
Can I
It
tell
was
you
easy,
something?
honestly. Tell me
Because
something.
this is, I'm telling Gavin about you. Matt is tuned with the markets, but Matt's not super tuned. The fact that he's betting on a financial collapse, my current belief is there will be a financial collapse. I just don't know the timing. They're positioning themselves.
I think April.
I mean, there has to be at some point.
They're positioning themselves.
The market has.
Market's overextended. The U.S. debt crisis is out of control. Liquidity is getting scarce, and they're making a shift to crypto. There's something happening
And societal tensions are going crazy.
So
which is on purpose.
I believe that basically everybody's positioning themselves to they're gonna introduce a digital dollar stablecoin backed, and they're gonna use it to be able to the next wave of debt is gonna be collateralized using crypto, and that's gonna be the new asset class that is able for the banks to use as liquidity and debt for the next 30 years. Like Trump, you guys hear today Trump introduced the 50-year mortgage idea?
No.
Just dropped today. They're going to announce a 50-year. They're working on a 50-year mortgage product. Roosevelt came out the 30-year, and he posted a picture on his True Social. It literally says greatest U.S. presidents: Roosevelt 30-year mortgage, Trump 50-year mortgage product. So that's what they're working on right now is a 50-year mortgage.
Yeah. Your whole adult life.
That's going to work coincidentally with crypto. I guarantee you, because starting in beginning next year, J.P. Morgan will let you collateralize Bitcoin for any kind of loan that J.P. Morgan has. Think about that.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Think about, I'm telling you. So what he just said, and I know, and again, he's not that tapped into the financial system.
I don't watch anything.
Respectfully so.
Yeah, no,
and the fact that you can gauge that, and I'm someone who's extremely tapped in.
10-year car loans and 50-year mortgages. That's where we're headed.
well, it's why people have exotic cars now, anyways.
Yeah.
Finance your iPhone, finance your concert tickets, finance your flight to SEMA.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have any debt. I hate the idea of debt, and I feel like that's slavery.
It is. It's modern slavery.
Yeah, so a 50-year mortgage is insane. But you know, this stuff it's just like the mask mandates. It only works if we go along with it.
We give in.
But the city of Huntington Beach said "fuck you" the whole time to shutdowns, masks, everything. I want to be Huntington.
Yeah.
So like, what if we just decide money, cash, and Bitcoin is nothing, and we make up our own thing?
That's how we used to be. It was just
Yeah.
trade based on value that you had. You had wheat. I had oil.
Sure.
I need it. You need me. How valuable can we position this, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then we came to an actual traditional financial system, and then we got off the gold standard.
The world got a lot more complex.
Yeah. We got off the gold standard. Everything became fake at that point.
Do you think we'll go back to the gold standard?
No.
We're going to go to the Bitcoin standard? I don't know how that's going to look or what it's going to be.
Who do you think made Bitcoin?
Okay, thank you, Matthew. Yes, now we're on Supercar Connection now. Okay, all right. So look, I'm going to say something that I don't really talk about too much openly, but name another extremely advanced technological piece of human society being adopted at a mass rate that you do not know the founder of.
It's impossible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It has never been in history, and we suspect who wrote the Bible, and you tell me you don't know who wrote Bitcoin the year after the largest financial crisis? Go
And it's disruptive.
fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That's where I stand.
Yeah.
I believe that it's the CIA, U.S. government that
Yeah.
that created Bitcoin.
100%.
It's all a ploy.
Have you
Again,
heard-
they say criminals use it. It's for money laundering.
Yeah.
It is until it isn't. That simple.
I have a client who's in IT security, and we like talked about this at length. I'm like, who do you think? He's like, I think what you think, that it's a 3-letter agency. I was like, why do you think that? He's like, they wouldn't be able to do what they do. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, they can reverse transactions. That means you have the key. It's supposed to be, but like nobody really understands how the shit works. We're told how it works. But I learned in school that everything I was told was fucking wrong also.
They say that the from my understanding, and I know Gavin has a little bit of understanding too, it's a blockchain network, and there's like validators or something like that. What's the term? The people that
Signatories
that validate the transactions to show that, okay, this is correct and stuff like that. Who's doing that?
Can I take it? Why don't we use these tech, like blockchain tech, to track our votes? You have any idea where your vote went?
I didn't vote.
Yeah, well, that's a different conversation. I mean, in principle, I agree with you. I voted for myself.
Yeah, I don't vote because I go, is my vote even really?
It's for sure not. Whoever the fuck they plan to put there is.
Yeah, exactly. I go, I'm not going to do shit.
If voting did something, they wouldn't allow it.
Yeah. I'm not big into politics because no matter what I think about it, I can't change anything that's going to happen. So I just use the data to be able to benefit monetarily. Sure. Exactly. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm with you.
Yeah. You go back. You were talking
but yes, that's a great question.
I'm telling you, all I'm saying is there's no piece of technology that is adopted massively today that you do not know the founder of.
Yeah. So if you take the founder's name, Satoshi Nakamoto, and you put it in order the way the Japanese do it, it'd be Nakamoto Satoshi, and it basically translates to Central Intelligence Agency.
There's no way.
Google it. This is the spiritual thing where they have to tell you what they're doing. That's
because I don't believe, and then again, this is a part of me having a small lack of understanding of it because I've done an extensive research enough, but there's a point that my gap of crypto knowledge does give. They say it's 100% anonymous by wallet address, and it can't be tracked in that sense. But I feel like that's impossible. If there's IP addresses and you were using VPN stuff like that, it just doesn't make sense.
Why do crypto billionaires keep showing up dead?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any
Someone's
sense that
them.
it can't be not tracked. It doesn't make sense.
No.
Especially in the internet. The internet's like the one thing that everything can be found and pulled from. And we don't know the founder of a white paper that just discovered in 2009.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it just,
Not possible.
If you're watching and you're really listening, it doesn't make sense. If you're going about and not actually paying attention, you're just listening what they're feeding you. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that checks out. But if you really just go, wait, say that again.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
I was like, what the fuck?
Well,
what did you just say?
That's also like, 95% of the things you're told. So
it's just ridiculous. Yeah. It goes back to my theory that nothing's real.
Nothing's real.
Nothing's
real. And most free thinkers are self-proclaimed.
Oh, that's interesting. Einstein said reality is an illusion, albeit a persistent one. So he agreed with you. Apparently he had a smaller brain mass than average.
Really?
I'm not convinced Einstein was smart. Can we talk about Elon Musk? I don't like that I kind of phoned it in last time.
Go ahead.
I fucking hate that guy.
Why?
I don't think any of the things that he says that he does. You can't parent 14 fucking kids and be the best Diablo player and masturbate to yourself on X all day. Like, do you remember that he was signing in under a different name and like, you're such a good father? And then his weird ass mom says, I don't want him to be known as the richest man in the world. I want him to be known as the smartest. In my experience, when you got it, you don't need to keep telling people I got it.
Correct.
Right? Like we see that in the social media space all the time. Like if you see how the back end works, the renting the cars and all this shit. Like the fulfillment comes from doing it, not from you knowing I did it.
Right.
So he's faking the fucking, like also game recognize. I'm fucking autistic. I fucking, like, he's doing too many things. Like if you know a little bit about the subject that he talks about, you're like, no. You know what I mean? But he just like Einstein. If a theoretical physicist is talking about shit that you can't follow it, you're like, oh, you must be smarter than me.
Because you default because your lack of knowledge is defaulting that person has more than you.
Yes.
Being a top 10 Diablo player, just being a top 10 player of any game, how many hours of a day does that take?
Your entire day.
Everything. Every ounce
10-hour days every single day.
And
then you're also running multiple companies.
Yeah. 8 and they all happen to benefit the government somehow. So
some weird way they're always connected through a back door or something like that.
Well, like Teslas aren't allowed at government facilities because it's surveilling everything. So he has an AI. Where the fuck did he get the AI information? It's recording your stupid face as you're cheating your wife or whatever the fuck. And then there's no guess. Like you signed your life away. Also, by the fuck way, people sitting in the car as it's charging, you're getting blasted with radiation.
Yeah.
Blasted with radiation. I bought an EMF reader. Like, that's why I don't like, It's my right hip that had a problem. This is where my phone is. Like, motherfucker.
My most persistent injury in my body is right here.
Switch pockets.
I should.
You'll balance it out a little bit more.
I don't. Why have I not done that?
Yeah, I actually had the thought. I was
solution's
like, tomorrow
like-
I'm going to do it, and I still don't do it.
It's because I'm right-handed.
It's a tendency.
because I'm
But I
It's a
started
tendency
brushing
thing.
my teeth with my left so I would become more proficient with my left hand. So
I've done that too. You're trying to wrinkle your brain more, learn a new skill.
I just need to switch my phone over to my left pocket.
Yeah, but then you still have to switch to your right hand once it's out of your pocket.
I also don't keep it in my pocket.
You have
Like
the
when I'm
NSX as
at
your
home.
wallpaper now?
Yeah,
Gavin McDaniel.
I need. This is my motivation.
Are you his mom? What, you
I'm
just
trying
say
to-
his full name when you're ashamed?
Sorry. This is just, it's an ongoing topic. We've if you haven't been following the recent Supercar Connection episodes, Gavin is currently his number one choice for his next car is the Acura NSX.
Okay, old or new?
New.
No.
Oh.
So when I saw that right now, I was like, that's where we've landed.
Yes, I'm trying to.
I know
whether
what
it's this
I
or
love
something else,
you.
I'm trying to
I love
remind
you.
myself
I
of
love you. I understand.
what I need to do.
I didn't know that's where we were. That's the only reason why I didn't know that's where we were.
Each flower has its own scent, you know?
No, 100%.
I don't want to yuck anyone's yum, but that's fucking gross.
That car.
Yeah, well, the old one I respect.
Yeah.
The new one, fucking, what a waste of time.
Let's hear it, please, because we've had discussions on the podcast about the car.
I have a friend, Sony, actually. He got like the first one that I saw, and initially it was cool, and he was waiting for the ECU to be unlocked so we could tune it and blah, blah, blah. I think it's still not tunable.
There's tunes.
There's piggybacks. It's not a tune.
I guess the biggest downside of the car is knowing you can't tune it. If I'm being completely honest,
Yeah.
that's my only hesitation.
Yeah.
But also, I'm just it's $110,000, $115,000. So what am I getting at that price range that is like that unique and has good go on the highway and is that comfortable? Because I want something like, I want to move to like a truly daily supercar.
Okay.
That's what I want. Everything, all my fun cars that I've had, I end up doing stuff to them where they become such a burden to take out. Like they're
Meaning, like,
fun.
you lower it and-
well, yeah. But all of a sudden, like
wheels on, you tune
now
it.
like my Aston, you're talking about these speed bumps we have.
Yeah.
Like that car, I would scrape certain speed bumps in the middle.
Yeah.
Like-
Same.
So that was a problem. So there were certain garages I'd go in and I was like, well, I can't
So do
go
you want a car
up.
with front lift to avoid it, or you want a car that's higher up?
I just want a car that's just like, I want it to be as mindless as a Camry, but then when I'm on the highway and I want to do something fun, it's capable of that.
I mean, I get the logic. I bought a DBX for that. Like, I don't have to worry about running shit over.
Yeah, I don't want an SUV.
That's fair.
So I want the best of all worlds. And the NSX feels like it's like the softest supercar.
Yeah, well, soft in multiple ways, yeah.
Right.
It makes me soft thinking about it sometimes.
So I don't know. 115, 120, call it 130. What are you doing? R8?
I would never.
Z06.
See, that's kind of where I'm at yet.
I hate to tell you,
I
man,
loved the R8
Z06.
for so long.
No one's on board with this. I don't know why you keep pushing this.
Because you
Do you
guys
get commission?
No.
You work for a Chevy dealership?
If I did, trust me, it'd be worse. But again, as much as you guys want to talk crap about it, I know your Euro tunes and all this
Look,
crap
as,
like that.
as soon as
The car is fucking fantastic, and
I
it hits
don't-
every box you want, whether you're willing to accept it or not.
No,
It is extremely dailyable. It has the newest tech in it. It sounds fantastic. Like it does everything you want.
do you want me to just be? I mean, I'll say it.
It's just the stigma. and
Yeah,
that's
it's
but
sad.
it's a
The
stigma.
stigma's strong, dude.
It's a
It's
stigma
so
that
strong.
that you guys have.
And it's sad. And there's going to be people that are like, "Oh, you're not a real car guy" or whatever because of that. But it's like, I
That's
don't
most
want
of
to.
us.
I
Hold
don't
on.
want to be the Corvette guy.
Ready?
I don't want to be the guy.
I don't want to be the Corvette guy.
The Acura NSX, not saying it's correlated similar stigma, but in the supercar world, it's looked at in that similar light.
Kind of, yeah.
So you're
Here's a point.
you're defeating the
but
purpose
it's not
here.
the same.
It's not the exact same.
Think about this.
You're
pull up,
defeating the purpose.
You pull up to a meet or a drive or whatever, and you're in the NSX versus the Z06. Like you're either the Corvette guy that's trying to hang out with the
Okay.
supercar crew,
Yeah.
which
I would definitely welcome the NSX more. Sorry.
I just look at it differently.
Like I like this. I like the Z06. I like the C8. It has nothing to do with what I think about the car. It's what others think about the car. So I'm a poser, and that's okay. I've accepted it. But there's so many people out there that would say the same thing. And then there's people out there that would be like, "Oh, you care too much about what other people think." Well, yeah, kind of.
He owned it.
Yeah. At least in the car world, like the car world is my world.
No, I understand. Trust me. Again, if you take away just that one aspect to it, you can't argue anything about that car. That's the one knock on the car.
It's a fantastic car.
It's
other
perfect.
than that. I don't know about perfect.
The
but
price
it's a
point is just kind of
car.
weird now. That's my hesitation. I don't even know what.
That low hundreds.
Yeah, you're not getting super. You're getting a car.
You're getting an R8. You're getting a NSX. You're getting maybe an AMG GTR.
Old GT3.
991.1 GT3.
Okay.
Engine might blow up. And then you're getting
I thought those were all
Z06.
replaced.
Not all of them. And if they did replace them, they're a little bit more expensive.
And the ones that haven't been replaced are outside of the 10-year window now for them to replace them if it breaks. So you need to spend, I don't know, probably $6 or $8 on a aftermarket warranty. So that's where you're at. NSX, I'm like, I don't know. Seems like it'd be fun for a while.
I mean, at least it's something different. I don't know.
570?
Oh God, are you gonna rent a tow truck also?
Is it that bad?
let me put it this way: I'm legally not allowed to answer that.
Legally not allowed to answer.
You're my favorite person. You know that?
You're really legally not allowed to answer. It's not that bad.
Matthew, you're my favorite person.
Google my name is the only thing that comes up. I'm not on the internet at all. The only thing is my lawsuit against McLaren.
You're really my favorite person.
Yours against them or theirs against you?
I suppose I could answer that. I would sue them if they gave me a product that wasn't right. They delivered it with a error on the dash. No, like for however long I had the car, they never got rid of it.
Oh,
never
okay.
fixed it. Never. Sometimes they had the car for 30 days. Sue me, suck my dick. Everybody knows you suck. You heard McLaren's CEO is going to Porsche?
Really?
You guys didn't hear that?
No.
I saw an article that I was like, why the fuck would you do that?
Wait, so
Should go backwards. Porsche should go to McLaren.
So wait, you really don't like McLarens?
Hate.
Really?
Yeah, because I want to get where I'm going.
Jeez.
Wow, man,
That's
this
so
is
sad.
crazy.
I love McLaren.
They're my favorite car.
Look, I had my friend Gary. We worked at the same tuning company, 15 years ago, something like that. He eventually worked at the factory.
I think you told us this.
Yeah, he was in quality control. And the stuff that he told me was like his I have so many stories actually. Which one do I start? The first 720.
You allowed to tell them?
I mean, he told me this. This has nothing to do with my lawsuit. So the 720s, when they first came out, first they were beating the P1, so they had to detune it. And then every single one of them was having engine failure, and it turned out they installed the piston rings upside down. So he was replacing the piston rings with, I guess they printed the part number upside down or something, which might be a Ricardo problem, not McLaren, actually, to be fair. And he was replacing the motor, and his manager, who was like a coked up guy, was like horrible bosses, like a nepotism baby or whatever.
Right.
He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm changing the engine. He's like, why are you at the back of the car? He's like, that's where the engine is. He's like, I was like, come on. And he's like, he said that the people assembling it, and this is why it makes sense, the people assembling it are minimum wage unskilled labor. They're not mechanics. They're not, you hear hand built, you're thinking it's an artisan, someone crafting some like a tuner. But it's just some random dude, an immigrant probably, who, it says put the bolt here and they drill it in, and then they're drilling through the airbag harness. And then he says that on a $300,000 car, he's in quality control. He's like, hey, replace this. You have to take the whole car apart, replace the entire wiring harness. And then he comes in the next day and it's being shipped. And then he peeled the carpet back and he saw that they had taped up the wire. He's like, so someone out there has a 675 LT with no airbag, a 200-mile-an-hour car. And then every door. You walk by a McLaren, it's like, whose body kit is this? No, it's their factory shit doesn't fit. They put the doors on wrong, every single one. I've never seen a good McLaren. Never seen a good one.
Yeah, most 720s do. After time, you notice the door just slightly starts
People
to not
walk by,
fit properly.
you're like, oh, your door's open. It's like, no, dude, that's how it is.
Yeah. My 720 eventually, the door and the hinge would rub, and the paint would nick the carbon. I noticed it too. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's not a Tesla.
I'm going to pretend to just ignore all of this stuff until I have my own bad experience.
So then why are the cars so driver capable then is what I don't understand.
Well, someone
they're doing something right.
Yeah, well, I was a huge fan. Like McLaren F1 is my probably top car I would ever want. I even respect the SLR, even though it's a bloated pig. But someone somewhere, they have open diffs. They launch like a motherfucker. The idea was great. The execution is shit. The corporation sucks. I mean, they went out of business. They had to be saved, right?
Yeah.
So
the Sauds.
Someone like they need to partner with Honda, Mercedes, someone who's been around for a long time to be like, get some of this either Japanese Kaizen efficiency or the German fucking efficiency, and make the company the quality that we expect from the name. I was wearing a McLaren hoodie at
SEMA?
SEMA.
Back to SEMA.
Yeah, I miss the... We're on so many tangents. I miss what I thought McLaren was. It's like you shouldn't meet your heroes. But like downgrading from my 570 to a Modena, I get way more enjoyment out of the Modena. Way more enjoyment. It's always had a check engine light on also.
Really?
Yeah. It's like if the check engine light's not on, there's a problem. I just leave it. It's like, fucking, it's okay.
With the 360?
Yeah, but it's bulletproof. Like nothing happens to it.
My problem is I
Ferrari
always...
kit car.
It's freaking dialed. My problem is I always come back to a 720.
Yeah, I know you do that.
That's my problem. So like again,
it's like you had brain damage in 2018 or something. Whenever that came out.
I love that car. Well, that car was the timing of it when I was like realizing what I want for my life, my goals, my everything. That was the car that just came out that everyone was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, it was a giant killer. It was like,
it was ridiculous.
It set a new precedent.
So that right at that timing was right when I was conscious of like, all right, I need to start making money. I need to get this going in my life. And that was the car that was like, so the concept of owning one was so far out. And then I had it and I was like, holy crap, I did this.
Why'd you get rid of it?
Why?
Yeah.
To get the Aventador?
To chase the last cookie that I always wanted that I never thought I could really get. So when it was right in front of me, I was like, I'm just going to go for it.
You couldn't have both at the same time?
No.
No, I had this epiphany all of a sudden. I'm like, why do I sell things to buy another thing? I'll just work harder.
Semi, yeah. My McLaren, in retrospect, could I have afforded it? Probably. Did I think that that was a responsible thing to do? But absolutely not.
Look, don't take financial advice from me, but every time I put myself in a shitty position financially, I make it work. Because in the back of my mind somewhere, I'm like, I need to make this. And my threshold goes up.
I'm the same way. I'm just balanced between, I guess it's my family's like stereotypical, like you can't do that, like be a little more reasonable. So trust me, the Aventador, what I got after the 720 was me putting myself in that was the highest monthly car payment I've ever had to date. And I was like, I'm going to figure it out. And I figured it out for a while. Yeah. And then now I'm not scared of anything anymore. That car kind of put me like in the deep end. I fell in the pool. And I survived.
Sink or swim, yeah.
Yeah, I swam. So now I'm on a whole other side of it. But the reason I got the 720 I got rid of it was because the Aventador was right there. And that was my dream from a child. So I was like, it's here and I'm going to go for it.
You were a child in 2012?
No, I'm saying like when I got of age and like I liked cars to that degree, that was the car that was like the big daddy car.
Yeah, you were making me feel old.
No, sorry. In 2012, I was in 8th grade.
It's basically a child.
Yeah, that is a child.
I'm 27. We've been over this. We talk about this all the time.
You're probably a giant even in 8th grade.
I was in 8th grade. Yeah, I was like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah. Well.
So can I for someone that's never been to SEMA, not to get back to it too heavy, I just have a question. Because I've never been, and I'm always I'm just kind of wondering, and try to take your Matt hat off, I guess, for this question since you've just been.
Okay.
For someone who's just, I guess, just a spectator, right? Is there any real reason to go to SEMA? Like, are you seeing crazy stuff, or is it really more about
You're not
networking with vendors?
It is more. there's nothing crazy. You would have
Meet
heard about it.
people.
Like the people are revealing cars for the first time.
Sure. They're SEMA builds.
This is the first time I paid attention, actually, also in the last 5 years. So you're seeing like new types of wraps or like Hunter's tire. Like I was tuning a car remotely in front of Hunter's tire machine area, and I got to hear their sales pitch. I'm like, oh, you get to record. They're like recording the process, so you know that you didn't fuck their wheel up. It's like, oh, that's interesting. I was sitting there tuning an SF90 remotely, so it was like overhearing. I'm not in the tire. I don't give a fuck. But
Right.
it was like, oh, interesting what's happening. So like new product offerings, fine. Everybody who's in the industry, it makes sense for you guys to be there.
Does it?
Well, I randomly ran into someone and they're like, oh, do you want to meet Nakai-san or the RW? I don't know if that's his name, RWB guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, he's a man of few words. We don't speak the same language, but my friend Gary that worked for McLaren also worked for him in Tokyo or wherever in Japan. So it was just interesting. You get to see, that's like a mythical creature in the car world.
Am I allowed to say something about him?
You can say whatever you want. I don't care.
I'm just saying. We can talk about it a little bit. I don't get it. I still don't get it.
It's that thing that I was talking about, hand-built car with Britain. Like you're expecting what he provides is you're buying art. Every piece is one. It's the only one that's like that. So
That's probably the only element of it that I can understand. But at the end of the day, it's just a Japanese guy that started cutting up a car.
I mean,
At the end of the day, it's just a guy that started painting on a canvas. It's the same.
I don't understand the history of it.
Yeah.
What made everything so
Same thing.
popular with that concept with him?
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
That's again, it goes back to, and we could talk about my BBS take because it got my BBS take took a left because again, when we clip stuff, Marco's really good at clipping it, and I love the way he does it because it does rage bait.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it throws my point out a little bit. My BBS take.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like the wheels. I like the wheels because again, if you did your homework and you looked at my 812 wheels, they have a similar element to a BBS wheel. What I don't like is people in the modern era, aka people my age.
You don't like bandwagon jumpers.
Yeah, exactly. That's not exactly. Have your own thought, have your own opinion, have your own way of life of some sort. Like if you have BBS on your car and I go, why do you like those wheels? And you tell me they're BBSs,
What if I can't articulate things? What if I'm just that type of person?
then why am I having a conversation with you?
Touche.
Does that make sense? So like
Yeah.
you come from the era of BBS where that was the
It was the
beginning
standard.
wheel.
Look, Michael Jordan came out with the first recognizable, like, athlete shoe, right?
Correct.
Fucking amen.
Yep.
There has been Kobe's and Shaq had his shit at Walmart and Hakeem and all these other people, but this is OG. So even in Gran Turismo, like guilty pleasure, I do play Gran Turismo sometimes. Almost 100%. It's a lot of my life has been in here. Every single car that I modify has BBSs. I don't give a fuck about any other wheel options. That's just, to me, that's aesthetically what I want. And everybody has followed, in their footsteps. My Z3M Coupe has HREs on it. I think it looks cool. It had BBSs on it before. On that car, it needed something different. I've already seen all the other shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But to me, BBS is the standard. And there's a reason you said it looks like I have a BBS style wheel.
I'm not
copying.
arguing that. That's not my argument here.
Would you put it on a Lambo? BBSs?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it on a Revolta, I'd tell you that right now. I think it looks disgusting, but
Disgusting.
yeah, I do.
Well, there's a lot of cool Lambo wheels. I mean, that I saw at SEMA. I don't pay attention to this shit usually because it's not my wheelhouse.
I also think
caught that.
No pun intended.
It just depends too. Like I think most BBS designs they haven't done too much drastic design change from the original wheels. They have a variety of different plethora, but most of what you see is what you used to see.
It's in a safe.
It is a safe box. So I think modern design doesn't flow,
They're taking risks now.
doesn't flow perfectly with that wheel style. I think there's more modern wheel choices that flow better with modern
In a
car design.
Revuelto, you're probably muting it a little bit with the BBS.
My
You're
exact
right.
point. So
You're
again, but there's some people that do have those wheels on that car. If they come from the time of BBS being the king and they grew up with that, there's no problem with that. That's never been my problem with the BBS wheel.
Yeah.
My problem is when you get a 19-year-old kid with an M3 and puts it on, and you ask him, "Why do you have those wheels?" he's like, well, they're BBSs. What am I supposed to put on there? He has
Okay, you're criticizing his lack of creativity. He's
correct
copying
because he's doing what the societal standard of the car industry puts on him.
Okay,
that's my point.
Take a risk. Think for yourself.
Do something different.
Gotcha.
Whatever it is, just do it a little different.
Now I get it.
Don't just blindly follow the crowd, the masses, and everyone glazes each other. Oh my God, it's BBSs. You don't even know the history of BBS.
And the real question is, what % of them are real?
Oh, I wasn't even aware they're doing that.
You see an M3 or an M4 roll by on BBS. How much are those wheels?
I don't know.
12, 15 grand?
Something like
you
that.
don't know.
I traded work for it.
Oh.
Okay. I think they're like 12, 15 grand. So we'll call it even on the low end 8. Okay.
Okay.
You get
I had to rebarrel them. They were SF90 wheels.
Your
I paid like 15, I think.
Oh, you got them from Pack, huh?
Good, great identification there, baby. That was
Yep.
So
well, he got them from someone. I got them from him.
Yeah.
So your average 24-year-old M4 driver, M3 driver, you think they're spending 10 grand on wheels?
Well, I think a 24-year-old, someone bought them the car also. So maybe daddy's also buying them the wheels. Daddy, please.
That theory is not off. It could there's some validity to that theory, but at the same time, again,
50 grand on an M2, and you're spending 10 grand on BBSs.
That's a hard sell. Hard to believe, but
See
I
what I'm
didn't know
saying?
they were.
There's a lot of them.
Huge, yeah.
90% of wheel companies make their wheels in China. No,
Of course, yeah. I mean,
Yes,
would you survive?
BBSs are heavily faked,
extremely
heavily repped.
down to the T.
I could have saved some money then.
No, but you
you traded.
You want BBSs because it means something to you.
I wasn't committed to anything. I was like open. Like maybe I was either going to talk to AL13, MV4, like the people that are around my people, and then Kevin was like, "Oh yeah, you can just have them. We'll just tune my car."
Yeah, if you want MV forged or AL13 or we've got lots of options.
Literally anything. You want wheels or anything sort, just hit us up. I could get you literally anything.
Don't hit me up. Just tunes.
If you want to tune, don't even hit him up. Hit me up, and then I'll let you know.
Hit us up.
Hit us up, and then I'll talk to Matt. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, filter it out.
Yeah, 100%. Because Matt doesn't like dealing with people, so I'll deal with the people, and I'll tell Matt what we got to do.
I do. Well, it depends. I get really frustrated with stupid questions. I don't know if that's.
Why do you hang out with me then?
You ask me spiritual shit. There's no such thing as a stupid question there.
Fair.
Yeah, but like, I almost fucked up saying something I shouldn't say.
We almost got it.
I
was waiting for the light to go.
Well, at least you stopped yourself.
Yeah,
That's good.
Well, it's like that celebrity picture thing. If you get the same question over and over again, it just, come on, man. But that's why I started making videos explaining things. Also, there's if you want me to talk about my job in tuning, I will eventually. There's a couple things that I could probably talk about. Piggybacks, why they suck. I don't know if I did that the first time.
Yeah, why do piggybacks suck?
Because it's not me doing it.
What is a piggyback?
Would you say that no one should do a piggyback tune?
Yes. As far
I don't mean to corner you.
Yeah, no.
Just trying to make the clip.
Corner him.
How you do anything is how you do everything. Why phone it in? What is a piggyback? So the idea is, like, let's take a turbocharged car, for example. They basically interfere with the signal to the boost pressure sensors to trick the car into seeing half of the boost or whatever the fuck, right? Let's say we're supposed to see a bar. It tells the car now we're seeing half a bar in order to trick the computer to add half a bar. That's the idea. I don't know how it works for domestic cars or Japanese cars, but in European exotics, it's a torque model. So it's calculating torque based on fuel flow. You're not tricking that, and you should not also. So if they made it one that does, like, you're going to have fucking problems. But rather than just changing boosts, I'm changing the torque limit so the car is accepting the new power, right? So when they dyno a car with a piggyback, they're like, we gained 50 horsepower, whatever the fuck they're lying about. And then every run afterwards, it's correcting it out. And even if it doesn't correct it out immediately, depending on the car, it will eventually close the throttle, dump fuel. Like, it goes into what's called component protection mode, because all these other maps, there's 8 megabytes of shit that they've made. So like, in this condition, do this. Now you've fucked up our readings. It's like it thinks something's wrong. So you're basically like you're adding boost, but you're having closed throttle. The car will make exactly the same horsepower. I did TJ Hunt's 488 on the dyno, and I had talked, I think, either on the podcast or I made a video or some shit where I said the car, you put turbos on it and all this shit, it will dyno exactly stock horsepower.
It was a podcast. I remember this.
Unless you change the torque limit, unless you're tuning it.
That was what you said. That was like the only thing that actually mattered was changing that torque limit.
Yeah. Well, I just tuned a car where they did everything except change the torque limit. It's like you're one thing away. Like you were so close.
So that's the key that unlocks everything else.
Yeah. It's like having a key missing one ridge. It's not going to open the door. Mm-hmm. So the reason I called my company HD is like I'm tuning it. I'm doing more of these. There's more notches on my key. You know what I mean?
Because you're high definition.
Yeah. And just high.
High as a motherfucker.
So are we going to change that to 4K tuning here soon? 8K tuning?
I don't like changing things. I'm autistic. This is till I die. It'll be HD.
Did you have any other tuning topics you
You're
came ready to go?
Because you're autistic.
So that's why piggyback tunes suck.
That's yeah. Steve Dyno wrote a white paper on why they don't work, and then when the ECUs were locked, guess who started selling piggybacks? Weird. So they can work like in conjunction with the back end tune. Like if you remove the torque limits and whatever, then add a piggyback to control methanol or have different maps or whatever the fuck.
But a piggyback's never touching the torque limits.
No.
You have to speak to that Bosch unit.
Or Siemens. Yes.
Okay, what else did you have? People like the tuning topics.
Can I throw a conversation in that I want to talk about?
Yeah.
The 296. That car originally came out, ton of hate, ton of not perceived well. Now, what I have noticed, because I have not had my hands on driving one, what I have noticed, and I've spoke to actually somebody, I went to a Rolls Royce event, and there's a guy at Rolls Royce that we did some test drives and did like a driver. He literally told me, he's like, have you driven the 296? And I was like, no. He's like, as much as you don't want to like it, it's perfect. And I said, it's perfect. He's like, yep.
I've never heard a bad review driving it.
Now that's where I'm at, because I remember how bad it was perceived.
Yeah, I've only heard people say good things.
It's a bargain right now. People are. It's like hot potato with a hybrid car. Who's going to be the dickhead who has to replace this battery? Yeah. So, price wise, it's basically where an F8's at, right? Like the F8 might overtake it, but you're getting
the F8's going to overtake it.
Yeah,
I think it's already kind of overtaken.
Yeah.
Already.
As good as it doesn't matter how good this is. That's the last.
If I sold this today, I have to come out of pocket. It's pretty bullshit, but
that's the last non-hybrid.
And this is another good thing about SEMA is I talk to every tuning company, every like tuning tool manufacturer. I'm like, so hey, what the fuck, man? It's burning a hole in my pocket. Can we fucking get along with? Because I did all the development. Everything I can do in an SF90, F8, all the other legacy shit. I can delete cold start. I can change the torque limit on the ECU. I can change the torque limit for the hybrid system.
Delete cold start?
Yes.
Which makes it quiet when you start?
Yeah. Well, also, this car drives like dog shit. I was driving by my brother. I saw my brother on the road, and I was in fucking battery mode. And I was like, let me scare him. And then I turn on the engine, and it has to be in whatever warm-up mode. It won't rev out. It's jerky. It's like while you're rolling when it turns on, it has to warm up. It's dog shit. Like the logic is bad. And then we were in California. We don't, it cold starts to warm up the cats. What happens if you don't have cats? We don't need fucking warm up. And then these cars get crazy. Not this one specifically, but like an F8 with no cats and no GPF or whatever. One of the loudest things you'll ever hear. So like, I tell customers like, hey, do you want me to delete it? And they're like, no, I like it. And then when they put on the exhaust, they're like, hey, can I send it back? I'm like, fuck, yeah, no problem. If it's a reasonable time, I also like, I do those revisions for free. It's fine. Like if the burbles aren't what can you make it a little bit quieter? My wife gets annoyed, or make it just high RPM, or usually I say it's on or off. Do you want it or not? I don't want to keep
So cat delete, remove your cold start.
I would. I actually like at SEMA had to figure out how to do it on a Lusso. So like it's the same ECU. They use the same ECU in all their models, but it's slightly different than the 812. It's slightly different than a turbo F8 or a 488. So I had to look at a LaFerrari demos. LaFerrari demos means like map definition file. So like I went through the file. I was like, I think this is the map, but if I'm mailing the ECU, I'm not going to guess.
Right.
I don't want the guy to have a problem or the car act weird or whatever. So
I bet I know what Luso it is.
No, you don't. It was a mail-in.
Yeah.
You know what a Luso is?
No, I know.
Who?
Maybe I might know whose Luso it is.
What's the first name?
Did it come from North Carolina?
I don't know. I didn't ship it. Steve did. My minion.
Okay.
Guy's first name's Michael. So not? Is? Maybe? Okay. Thanks for the tangent. I basically had to buy map definitions for LaFerrari, and it was closer to the LaFerrari, and then it was the map that I thought. Like I'm so fucking good at. I fucking earned it. Like I could be a little bit cocky here. Like I learned how to speak fucking machine language. Suck my dick. I
know.
I'll dislocate my shoulder, pat myself on the back. I know nobody else is doing this shit. That's why I'm here. So like last year when I decided to do when Chance asked, "Do you want to be on a podcast?" I was like, honestly, it's not my thing. I prefer being anonymous, you know. But I was like, I'm always having to come in after the fact and clean some shit up. What if people find me before?
Yeah.
Then they just get the right thing, and then I don't hear from them until they buy another car.
And they don't have to pay twice.
That's what you thought the point of coming on the podcast
They
was.
pay you once.
That's what you thought.
What is it going to be?
The reason you came on the podcast is for us to meet. That's 100% why you came on the podcast.
Now
The reason the podcast happened, that's why it happened.
I'm so much more comfortable with you guys now that we know each other.
100%.
Because we went right into it, and then we kind of got acquainted after.
Yeah, we've been extremely intimate since.
Sex.
But going back to the 296, my point what I was trying to make is I used to be like, the V6, the whole, the traditional, everyone talks crap about it. Mm-hmm. But as much as I haven't driven it yet. Yeah. I've only heard good things. And today was literally, again, nothing's a coincidence. I talked to a guy. He just happens to bring the 296 up randomly when I know I have a podcast with you later. And I was like, yeah, my buddy has one of those. And he's like, to ask him about it because it's amazing. And I go, why? And he goes, it's an element. He goes, it's 818 horsepower. The way it rides, it slips and it comes right back. Like the way it drives, responds, it's perfect. It's comfortable. It's perfect. Do you feel that way?
I know what he's saying. For me, we've come too far with tech.
It's too plug and play.
The F8 is it for me, tech-wise. Like for my taste, because too many things can go wrong. The fucking haptic buttons, this motherfucker starts in Italian every day. I set it back to English. They have English and American, which that tells you why the fuck it has a problem. And it switches to Italian, which, fortunately, I know some, it's kind of intuitive also, but what the fuck is going on here?
It's got to say boot or trunk. That's why there's English or American.
Oh, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the only thing, but
yeah, but those are physical buttons.
TYRE or TIRE.
Yeah, you think we can't figure that out? That's unnecessary.
Yeah, that's really unnecessary.
Yeah, get a McLaren, it'll say TYRE.
Change color of your dial. You have a COLOUR. Yeah, I mean, it's a great car drives great.
They put beans in their breakfast. They're backwards, so I don't want to hear it.
They do other things too. They still.
Do Cubans not put beans in their breakfast?
Beans in our breakfast? No, not traditionally. And if it is, it's black beans, and it's a separate dynamic, or it's mixed with rice. We don't put those beans mixed with that fucking weird bacon that they have. It's a backwards society. I'm sorry. It just
I wouldn't call it what they're doing. That's what I had to think. What bacon? They're just fucking
whatever.
Ham. On a pan.
Cold wet ham.
Yeah, ham. What are we exactly? Come on, bro. They're backwards society.
Some seared ham.
Did you
Crumpets and tea and bad
some
tea.
Undercooked sausage.
That joke that said the beauty of English women made English men the best sailors in the world? Or the cooking.
We're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I was going to do a follow-up that would have got me canceled.
I got to push you over that edge.
What other tuning topics?
I want to talk about burbles. I did do a small video, and that's actually how Signature Auto House found me, because people assume burbles are dangerous, and it for sure can be, but if it was dangerous by nature, not even
OEMs wouldn't be doing it.
Correct. So there's a right way to do it, there's a wrong way to do it, and the same thing with flames. So there's a certain tuner out there that does these, people want flames at idle, so they can sit at a car show and show everybody how big their dick is, which is usually an inverse relationship.
At
But-
idle. Like literally just sitting at idle?
Yeah.
Like flames just coming out the back while you're just sitting there?
Well, revving it.
Revving.
not
Okay,
just-
revving.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. So revving at idle.
Okay.
Car meets
Right.
based community, whatever. That's
Bill,
what-
Bilco action is what he's referring to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I did. I did Bill Co's car,
Which
obviously.
is why I said it.
And he's got really fat flames. But
Why I said it.
yeah, it's crazy that his car still runs.
But
fine,
he's
though.
got
Yeah.
spark plugs welded into the pipes.
Yeah, true. But I also did another Gen 1 R8, and the guy was asking for the same thing. I was like, dude, I can't change physics for you. He's like, well, how can you do it to the new one? I was like, it's a different computer. There's also whatever. But I figured it out on the Gen 1 R8. His Bilco without the spark plug still shoots flames.
Yeah.
They're just not as long. So flames, like the flame maps that I have to fix, okay? Like people ask, will it hurt my car? You know what I mean? Like it is fire. It's like it's fire. Like
Yeah.
keep a fire extinguisher in your car anyways. If you have an exotic car, they're notorious for catching fire. The last thing I want is someone's fucking dead body or dead family on my conscience. Like I don't want to do it, but I will. Like who am I to deny your dreams? If you want burbles, loud or quiet, whatever, I just caution you.
Right.
Like this is what I would do. This is what would be like tasteful. This would be tasteless, but you do you. So like a Huracan runs -5 degrees of timing. If you log it like on decel, pop, and it's quite clean. It's not overly done like the BMWs that the whole fucking time. It's like,
What do the BMW sound like?
Bad.
yeah,
Pop, 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 pop. Sounds like a drive-by.
yeah. And it breaks, like you're creating vibration. Like
Yeah.
talk to like an actual like NASA scientist or something. They'll tell you like they have to eliminate vibration for everything because you're going to wear through something.
Engine mount replacements every 25,000 miles.
That's probably how they're driving though. But like to prevent problems, like the thing is, as a tuner, every time I interact with a customer after I sell them the tune, I'm losing money. So I need to make something that's bulletproof. That's why I do a lot of dealership work. Is like we know it's going to work. I'm the guy you go to when you don't want the customer coming back pissed off. It's like, this is what will work. And I know how to make flames at revving at idle. I had to add revving. But what I have to do, I consider unsafe. And then I know until people started seeing what I'm doing, like how I'm holding the flames, like I was the only game in town for a while that's doing it safely. I would say safely. It's still fire. But I haven't done a single tune that is that dangerous, because when I tell the customer, like, if you knew what I have to do, well, I'll just say it's -60 degrees of timing or -40. If you're like, think about going -60 and then you're accelerating and going +40, right? Like the car gets jerky. There's that transition is weird. And then you're putting a lot of fucking stress on the car in neutral, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, does this seem like a good idea to you? You mean? Like we're playing with $100,000 motors here. It's not an easy replacement thing. So let's err on the side of caution is all I'm saying. So like, trust me to tailor suit for you. You know what I mean? Like it's a little bit loose here, it's a little bit tight there. Like let's do it this way. Tell me what your plan is. Are you going to car meets and you're showing off, or are you just taking leisurely strolls? You know what I mean? Like we can also, I hate doing map switching. We can do it, but the less the customer is fucking with it and map switching and fucking playing, like the better we're all off, because then my company becomes support and I'm a tuner. Let me do tuning, not support.
Mm-hmm.
So
You charge for support?
no, Steve does it. I have like any support. I'm like, Steve, you charge him, you take the money.
Steve will do it.
Steve will do it. Steve's a godsend. So he's exactly like me personality wise. I've had a lot of people come in and out, like they see how I operate and they're like, let me get part of this. Can I help you?
Mm-hmm.
Can I run the front end of the business? I've tried that several times. And Steve was running the Instagram until I downloaded it after the first podcast.
That's who you're referring to as the Arizona people.
Yeah.
Got it. Full circle.
Yeah, like
locked in.
I trust him implicitly. He'd never, you know what I mean? Like very, very rare that someone's as smart as I expect them to be. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't ask me stupid questions. If I tell him something, he learns. And then he's always trying to push me to do more. He's like, I think we can do this. Why don't you learn how to do that? I'm like, I don't fucking want to change anything.
You're the old man in the group. You're like,
I am.
You're like, it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he does. He legitimately calls me father.
I'm convinced he's a DNA clone, but that's a whole different perspective. You can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah, I don't know. He's 30. I wasn't fucking at 10.
I'm just saying. I don't think you were fucking, but I think somebody pulled your DNA and was like, this might be useful.
Well, it's numerology. He has the same life path. Like, there's a reason we're the same.
Nothing is a coincidence.
Inside. Yeah. He's like soul family. I was supposed to meet Steve.
Exactly.
So the reason not the reason, but the way I met Steve is he had M3s and Huracan, twin turbo Huracan, all this shit. He had tunes from every game in town. And then he bought an F8 and he was like, hey, I think, like, from what I can tell, you're the only one who's doing this shit yourself. And then I tuned his car. He was super happy. He's like, do you have anyone in Arizona selling tunes for you? I was like, no. He's like, can I? I was like, I don't fucking care, man. So I literally said it like that. I was like, I don't know. Do whatever you want. He's like, can I buy a tool? I was like, fuck, you're making me work. I was like, all right, here. And then he just hit the ground running. So I was like, all right, it got delivered today. When I'm done with work, I'll call you and explain how to read. And then like 20 minutes later, he emailed me the read. I was like, huh. I didn't have to tell you what fucking right click means, you know? Like, it was like, oh, interesting.
This one has potential.
Yeah. So, really good person, really good human being, and very good at technical stuff, back-end stuff. He's nerdy gamer as well. But it sounds, when he speaks, it sounds like he's converting binary to English, which is also probably why you think he's like me. I don't know what I sound like in this is I'm not sick this time, so this is my real voice, unfortunately. But
I don't read binary, so it's hard for me to understand what that means. Like, I know what binary is, but I don't.
0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. I started with a 0. That's not how it starts with a 1, but it doesn't matter. It's hexadecimal we work for. You can convert hexadecimal to binary, but I work with hex code. So just as like a short aside, if we do get into the spiritual stuff, is that I've been looking at a matrix of code my entire adult life and notice patterns. So that's how I was able to identify the cold start map in the Luso, even though I never saw it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird skill set to develop. I don't know how many people are like that in the world. And then I was like, when I get off my screen in this world, I see patterns. And then, like I said, chance is a name for a law not recognized. So, like, there's a way to decode stuff.
Everything is patterns, though.
For sure.
Every single thing that exists is patternized.
I feel like some racist just got a boner, but
I hope they did, and I hope I keep you hard. Everything in life is patternized. From historical trends to even what I do in the financial markets, everything is historically is patternized.
Yeah, if you pay attention, you can. But
you spot them.
Even without me ever looking at markets, I don't read the news. I woke up that day. I was like, something's gonna happen today. Can I give you money? Like, let's do this right now. And then Israel attacks Iran. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, because I'm in the middle of the shop doing like shop stuff, and he texted me that, and I was like, I need to dedicate like 30 minutes to this conversation. I can't do it right now. The second it happens, it close, and boom, it happened. And I texted him. I was like, well, there you go. And he's like, damn it.
The problem is, even if you're going to send him money to put it in, that's still like,
it won't happen. I told him that.
That's
what I told him. I was like, I would have to just do it, and then we'll do it later. Type thing.
Well, it's like I'm going to Vegas. Put $2,000 on black for me.
Yeah, quite literally. It was just funny.
What were you going to say about burble tunes? Because you started talking about burble and then went into flames.
Well, burble and flames, they're interchangeable. So the only difference is how long you're burbling for and how much fuel on overrun you're requesting. So, like, to control the loudness of a burble, it's timing. How far negative? I said a Huracan's -5, and they're pretty loud even.
That's factory?
Yeah.
-5?
Yeah. An NA car, you usually want it to be around there. My Modena has to be at 0. If I was at -5, it's like it's a sonic boom. It's fucking crazy loud.
Do you know what a Jaguar F-Type SVR is?
I would assume same, but they pop loud too when they're
Yeah,
catless.
they do pop.
I haven't seen. Don't get requests for those. I get 50 horsepower on that motor though, 50 wheel,
On
without
F-Type
changing
R?
without changing boost. It has the same Range Rover motor, no? That 5-liter supercharged.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful power bands, a straight lineup, which you don't get usually for. I wanted to talk about dynos, by the way.
Because they're super, they're.
Before we talk about dynos, quick on burbles. This was a question I was going to ask you.
Yep.
Anthony's 812 GTS.
Yes.
His burbles are different than mine.
Yeah. So what
the fuck did you do to his car?
Yeah, it's interesting. So, he was referred to me by like several. Chance referred him also, but like he went through my friends at Dependable Guys, and they're like, yeah, burble tune, and I did it, and then he was like, hey, he doesn't like it. Can you take the burbles out? And he ended up coming to the shop so we could talk, and I was like, he said, like, no, I want it to burble, but I don't like how it's burbling. I was like, okay, make a noise with your mouth, what you want it to sound like. And he's like this, da 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 da, and then nothing. I was like, okay, got it. So I made something specifically. His car is unlike anybody else's, so I also made it so it can shoot flames too. It's like, will it shoot flames? It's like, I have to cut the fuel off at a certain RPM and cut the timing off at a certain RPM to make it silent when he's putting around. But the day he drove it, he got a state ref ticket. The first day.
Wow.
But it sounds crazy.
I know.
Yeah. Are you saying you want
He's
that?
a little jealous.
I'm pissed. So
Yeah, well,
I
yours
drive my
holds the
812,
flame,
and
yeah.
everyone's like, dude, your shit's sick. And I watch this video of Anthony's, and I go, who tuned that? And Chance's like, dude, Matt tuned it. And I was like, did he now? I was like, Chance is like, it's so sick. I was like, thank you, Chance. Thank you. I felt like a stepchild at that point when I watched the video.
Well, you got to tell Matt what you want the burble to sound like.
This 812 is like, it's literally, as soon as he lets off throttle, the thing literally goes, bah, 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 and it's like the most aggressive pop.
The way it sounds is unique.
It literally feels like you're getting shot in the chest. And then I go mine, and mine's like, bah, 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 bah.
That's crazy.
It does have a flame though.
Yeah, yours
mine has
holds
a
the
fat
yeah.
flame.
Well, those big pops will kind of blow the flame out.
It's quick because he doesn't really have a flame. It just sounds like literally if he passed by you and lets off, it literally will feel like somebody's blowing you in the chest.
I'm not big on burbles.
Just fine with me.
I kind of
I
like
know
them.
you don't care. Do you like burbles?
It depends on the car. I mean, I like that option.
Okay. The option, I don't hate the option.
Yeah, well, like
I just don't want to have I don't want to have burbles all the time.
yeah. Well, if you make it so it's not in the lower RPM, you have to rev it out in gear. Then, like every time I floor it, I want to feel and hear.
Yeah.
Give me everything.
That's how I am.
I would never want to be the BMW that's just like
It takes like my soul out hearing it. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what's that? When you hear the accelerator and then it pops, I'm like, oh, never mind. Yeah, he'll see my face. I'm like, ugh, fuck you. I get really disgusted. Mm-hmm. And it's weird that it's my job to basically
do that.
Yeah.
What can we do to my 812 then?
I could do the same thing.
No.
I don't know. What are you asking
We
me?
got to come up with something cool one-off again. Like we did
He
with the
made a
912.
noise with his mouth. Make a noise with your mouth.
I don't even know what I want though. I just want different. I don't want no one to have what I have. I get off on that. You know what I'm talking about? Elon Musk stroke himself?
You're like a Persian girl.
I
want it, but I don't know what it is.
I kind of identify with it. I like bougie stuff. I really do kind of might be a Persian girl. But I'm
Maybe
telling
in a
you,
previous life.
maybe I was. Maybe that's why you and I get along so well.
Yeah, that explains your crush on me.
I'll figure out what I want. Again, you're the one that has the keys. You can tell me what is possible. What can we do to 812 that you've never done?
Well, to be fair, I didn't know that was possible. I was like, yeah, I don't know.
You figured it out.
Yeah, well, like
You know
when there's a goal line, you know where the goal is.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give me a goal line.
Fine.
But it's just noise that you want, because what else could there be? You want to try more power? We should dyno your car, by the way.
Let's do it. My problem is just the time aspect and where we have to go. Because where are we going? What's the place called again?
I said EAS, I think.
And that's
European Auto Source is in Anaheim. I just want a dyno jet. There's probably tons of them around.
Let's do it. I would have to take a day off of the shop because it's Monday through Friday. No, they're not open the weekends.
They might make an exception.
If they make an exception on a weekend, we could do it in like literally next weekend if you want. Weekend, I can do anything. The weekdays is very difficult for me.
Yeah, you got a lot of moving parts. Well, now that we're on the comfortable topic of dynos, I want to call out some shit that I see in the marketplace. I can see you getting a boner.
What marketplace?
In my competitors.
Okay.
So tuning stuff, right? So
The industry.
I know this from working for different people and from knowing how dynos work. But basically, like, there's a lot of dyno, like someone will show bigger gains than me, and then I lose the customer, but their car is slower than my customers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had this car in Vegas. It was a V12 Aston. So I was remotely dyno tuning it. And we dynoed it tuned, and then for some reason afterwards put the stock file in. And then he's like, it's not making enough power. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he shows me what it made, and then I Google it, and I'm like, it's making exactly what it should tuned. And then I look at the dyno that he's comparing it to. The customer's like, no, this other place, people can figure out who it is. They show like a 300, I don't know, it's a fucking insane gain, right? And then I'm looking at him like, oh, I know them. This is what's happening, is they dyno the car baseline in a lower gear, and you have a very flat, perfect, like you drew it, you know what I mean? Flat torque curve, flat horsepower, and it's super low. And then they dyno it tuned in a higher gear, and then you see this fat motherfucker of a gain the whole way, but the peak power was the same. So they just lied on the baseline to say we make more than everybody else. So that's one of the ways people trick, especially like with dyno jets, because in a load-bearing dyno like a Mustang or Dyno Dynamax, you can change the load settings to make it show whatever you want, and usually you can suss that out if it's the same gain across the board, like it's like a percentage difference. Because it's rare a car makes the same power the whole, you know what I mean? Like, especially turboed cars that have an efficiency range. So some gain or a huge gain down low, and then you'll probably get the biggest gain at 4 to 5,200, and then it would taper off towards redline. You get closer to the baseline. So those are two ways that you can trick. Changing load and then dyning with a different gear. If you have the DRF files, if you get a tune from someone and they just show you weren't there for it, ask for the DRF files because it'll show you the gear ratio, right? So that dyno run file. So it's an exportable file. It shows the temperature, it shows the correction factor, all that shit, so you can't hide it unless someone's editing that, which I guess is possible. Another thing, it's funny.
It's a lot of work for crap, though. Fair.
It's what most of this market is smoke and mirrors.
That's most people.
That's why I'm here, because I'm a no bullshit kind of person, you know. So if I don't call it out, it's not going to be called out. So another tuner that's kind of related to the first one will go into the dyno settings and change the elevation to be super high, so that the correction factor is maximum, which on a dyno jet is like 6%. So they'll do the baseline, and it's no correction or negative, and then the tune file will have 6% added because they've changed the elevation.
Wow.
So you can kind of, if you know what you're looking for, you can kind of see this stuff. I've also seen people like edit dynos in MS Paint.
Right. I mean, it's like it's a photo at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
much.
like you have the ability to.
It's a JPEG.
I'll tell you who after, so you can laugh harder. Yeah. So like, the reason I'm around and the reason I've been able to survive and do like well in life is because I support shops. Like someone was asking me, do you do a lot of retail work since the podcast or whatever? I'm like, it's a very small percentage of my business. I mostly support other businesses. And those guys know me, love me, trust me because they've already seen the other people lie. You know what I mean? Like, you can only lie for so long. Once you fail to deliver on your promises enough, it's just a wash.
Well, you do the number one most important aspect to a business is the customer aspect of it. They leave promoting your tune, and the customer doesn't come back unhappy. That literally is the number one aspect of any service-based business.
Well, the thing is, I don't have a perfect track record either. Sometimes things happen, and also like on a spiritual level, there's some people even that I'm like close friends with. Every job that I do, something happens. It's fucking weird. It's like, okay, our energy conflicts or something. I had a
every job.
Yeah, there's always something comes up, something unexpected.
Yeah.
So like I did a 488 for a customer on the East Coast, and they called me like it's misfiring on every cylinder. I'm like, no, it's not. Like check the pins, blah blah blah. I'm very confident. I don't fuck up. And then they're like, no, we checked all that. I'm not an idiot, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. And I look at the file. I see the software version. I see the changes that I made. I went through every single change. Nothing's wrong. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is this? And I went back and forth. I came out of pocket to try to fix this.
Because you've done a ton of 488s.
Every week. Every week. So after like sending them a tool so they can, like, if we had to ship the ECU back and forth every time, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'll help you figure it out. Send them a tool and they're bench flashing it. It's like once at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like it's not a priority for them. So I'm thinking about other things, but this is in the back of my mind. Like, well, what the fuck is that? We put the stock file in. It's like, oh, it's still kind of running rough. I'm like, aha, fuck you. And then it turned out like at the end of the day, I was like, look, I'll refund you, flash it back to stock, send me the tool back. Like I came out of pocket with trying to fix it, whatever. I'm like, for whatever reason, it's not working. I don't have an answer for you. It still bothers me, by the way. They said like, oh, yeah, someone else flashed it, was perfect. I was like, really? It's like, this is my bread and butter. You know what I mean? Like I could do this high drunk in my sleep. There's no way to fuck it up. But like this is something I lose sleep over. But like I'm not supposed to work with that person.
Yeah. I'll say you know what it is.
It's out of your control.
Why are you losing sleep if you know what it is?
Well, I mean, spiritual answer, but why the fuck didn't that file work?
It did work. You know.
I got them out of my life.
It worked. It was not the file. It was them.
It's still like there's even if there's a spiritual reason, there's a physical reason as well. So like I'll accept the answer of I'm not supposed to work with them, but I still want to know what the fuck misfire on all cylinders is. Because if it was a misfire on one cylinder, I'd be like, okay, it's plugs. If it's got other codes, the other code would tell me what's causing the misfire. Is it a fuel problem? Is it an ignition coil? Is it whatever the fuck? But to just have random cylinder misfires in every single cylinder doesn't happen. But I swear to God, every week I see something I've never seen. Every single week for almost 2 decades, however long I've been doing this.
Every car is different.
It's not just every car. Like the ECU is the same as every other 488.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is maintenance and, you know what I mean, there's how they drive and whatever, those variables, but the core of it's the same.
Sure.
So tuning wise, like how are these other guys doing Control C, Control V for everything? They're not developed like the same tune they sold 10 years ago is the same tune they're selling today. It hasn't changed at all. How does one of those go wrong if it's the same exact thing? It doesn't have. There's a reason, and I wasn't there to physically see if they had. If it was low on gas, if it was, you know what I mean? There's so many things.
There's a tampering aspect to it is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but
that's all that it is. What was your relation with these people? Work before or no work before?
No work before.
There you go. Sometimes the cookie just crumbles that way.
Yeah. It still bothers me. Like I feel like I'm visibly bothered.
It shouldn't though. You don't understand what could have been in the back works of it. You got to understand too, as an element.
I still want to know what that is.
You don't know what they did?
Well, fucking whatever the answer was, even if they didn't do something.
Even if it's a lie?
Some rocks are better left unturned.
No, it's not good enough for me. Can I tell you something? Your shoes bother the fuck out of me.
Why?
They look like you're supposed to walk on the moon.
What do you mean? These are hip.
All right, well.
They were at one point, maybe.
BBS is for me.
I respect that. These are popping.
It actually, like the bottom of it looks like a moon shoe. Like what they showed the Neil Armstrong's footprint.
They were like
if a clown went to the moon.
These things are popping.
Clown shoe.
They're popping.
Apparently they're popping.
This is the young kids wear.
What brand is that? So I know to stay away.
I don't remember what that. I think they're
Rick Owens.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, just the guy's first and last name. Mm-hmm. Original.
Simple shit. Like Converse style, like Jack Purcell's and stuff.
You have
like
a very eclectic
interesting
style. Because sometimes you look like you're the manager at a Hot Topic.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now, like you're a Hot Topic on break. It's like you're still hanging out there with the underage girls. You haven't moved on to the next thing yet.
I can't like modern style.
You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying I hate it.
He just saw Travis Scott wearing them, and it was
You hate my style.
good from there.
The fact that you said that, I fucking really hate it.
Oh yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I used to dress like that. I still
This
do.
is
I
like-
still do
Still
dress
dressed like that at the shop.
Yeah, I just don't fit in the clothes that are like that anymore.
You
I
probably
will.
don't fit in most clothes.
I will get back to it, and I will look exactly like you. That's my favorite style. The trend right now is oversized, and
Yeah.
I'm a little hefty, so it fits perfectly.
What about me?
You're hiding
Classic.
stuff. The sleeves like that would bother the fuck out of me being right there.
Brian O'Connor.
You could act as a double,
Well, he has a brother.
a couple actually. Yeah, a couple of bros. But yeah,
You don't
I
like
feel
sleeves
it-
long?
No, it like where it's touching me would bother
Sensory
me.
issue.
Yeah.
It's autism.
It's fair. Is there certain foods you won't eat because of
Oh fuck
texture?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Eggplant actually.
Too mushy?
Well, yeah.
It's just like mushy. Like,
There's like
how about like applesauce?
that's fine.
Okay.
Although I would never eat that. That's a child's snack. But there's cooked eggplant in Persian food, and it's like I can't physically swallow it. I'll throw up.
How about that the cooked tomato that always comes with the?
Yeah, I throw it away.
Yeah, I don't like that either. How
Yeah,
about the
the
raw
grilled
radish?
I like that.
Yeah.
I asked for all that. Just don't even put it on my plate. Just
There's
give
so
me
many-
give me the
so
rice
much-
and the bob.
You like
Flavor
Rafi's
in
place?
Persian.
You
I
been?
think it's way overhyped. Really? I've never thought it was
Their chicken kubita is so good.
We're Shamshri people.
Shamshiri.
We're Shamshri and Daria people.
I've never been to Shamshiri either.
You've never been to Shamshari? Really?
I'm really not that Persian, honestly.
We gotta go.
I don't know if
I
can
see you
see
posting the
my
food all the
face.
time.
Yeah, for real.
I mean,
Come to the
Just
west
when
side
you
of
with your
town.
dad.
Go to Westwood. Go to Shamshri for once.
dude, this was a 2-hour drive for me.
Okay.
Seriously, that's
I
crazy.
don't want to do anything else.
What do you think happens when I go to you?
Yeah, but you have other shit to do down there.
Because I sometimes make it to do. But that day we went to dinner, I went so we can go, and then it
Yeah,
just
that was very
happened.
nice of
I coordinated the culinary perfectly with it.
Yeah.
But that dinner was for you.
So where do we go
Didn't
from here?
feel like it. With food or with topics or with
With topics.
life or
We've been going like an hour 45 probably.
oh, that's a long time. We
Yeah.
barely talked about tuning too. Just right at the end there. I mean, you tell me. I'll talk about anything. I don't have like an agenda. You just point me in a direction.
I know where to get him where we need to go. We just got to decide if we want to do that and or how we're going to go about it, if it's going to be in the way that we talked about doing it. I know exactly how to get him where he needs to go. So
He knows how to trigger me.
I do.
Is that what you want?
I want to more better understand how we're going to do it in terms structure wise. Do we end it right here and take like 2 seconds to ding it? Let's film an outro. Let's do an outro. Again, Destin, sorry, we can.
Well, if you want to hear more with Matt, it'll be on Patreon. So go subscribe to the additional content. And you've heard already where his mind starts to go, starts to wander. And for a little while,
Disclaimer right here. I'm not responsible for
a little
your
while,
life after you.
it'll probably just wander a little more
Yeah.
in that extended content. So if you want more Supercar Connection with Matt from HD Tuning, go subscribe.
Thanks for letting me be your first weird Patreon.
I thought there was no better person.
Thanks for coming on and bringing the Ferrari. It's a great backdrop.
I've been excited to do this again because I was so unprepared the first time. I didn't know how this shit worked.
You felt prepared this time?
No, I didn't really plan anything, as you can tell.
Couple tuning topics. I mean, we had a good
that
time.
we just got at the very end. I completely forgot about it. I was like, oh, people ask me this a lot, so I should probably talk about flames and burbles. And
Did you get everything out? Any other pressing tuning questions that?
Can I ask you a question?
yeah,
You done any revoltos yet?
no,
What's up with that?
we're kind of getting into dangerous territory here.
sorry. You know how I am. I like to walk the line a little bit.
Yeah, so there's one tune on the market. Someone has paid for exclusivity for it.
Okay.
I believe that's for a period of time because no one would do that permanently. So it will be unlocked for the rest of the tuning world at some point. And I've also found out at SEMA that we will probably see Ferrari tuning, 296 and shit. At least it's on the radar now of the major hackers.
Got it.
ECU hackers. So we should see finally some movement because I'm fucking bored, man. Like I'm so bored.
You can do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like clockwork for you at this point.
yeah.
You almost want to
I
challenge.
need a challenge.
You're ready to touch some hybrids.
I need a challenge because I'm mentally challenged.
I respect that.
I don't want, like, usually if you tune an SF90, you don't fuck with the hybrid system if you want your customer to live. But I found some shit in this that I'm like, after having the car, I'm like, it would be good if I switched this, made this opposite. I'm purposely being vague, obviously, but the development I've already done on the file on this, no one will ever get to that level. And another interesting thing is that...
So you're like, your map is done.
Oh, yeah.
It just needs to be unlocked so you can
Put it in.
implement.
Yeah. So I bought the stock file and the map definitions from... It's very hard to get, very hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably the people who hack into the ECU don't have the connection to do that. So they can give you the binary, but then you need someone like me who's retarded who can go through and be like, this is what this is, this is what that is. And then... So like everything, all the features, like disabling start stop, like disabling the cold start. I want this thing to shoot flames. Obviously, like it's fucking boring. They really muted these emissions controls and whatever. It's ruining the car. We are ruining the cars. It's like people. I went to that Cars and Copters and people were revving and asking me to rev. I'm like, I'll embarrass myself here. Just rev it. It's like it's like a vacuum cleaner turning on and off. There's nothing. There's no excitement. Then the Modena is like super engaging. It's old. It's loud. It's raw, manual. So yeah, they're numbing the experience. So I want to make this what I want it to be.
Can I be honest with you?
If you have to be.
I always am. I kind of want one, and you're going to be the reason if I get it or not.
Drive mine.
Can I?
Yeah. Why the fuck would I say no?
I don't know. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
That's all.
Drive it.
But
Drive it tonight.
If depending on what you could do tune wise, I'll get this car.
I think by looking at the tune,
there's a lot of potential.
And it's also, I'd like to say that the SF90, I am the most proficient. I have the highest horsepower gain out of anyone in the world on the SF90, even though my tunes are being copied still. So after I developed like my secret sauce, I didn't release like the full Monty. You know what I mean?
Right.
One, it's too much for the car probably, or too much for the customer. But two, then I know once my file's out there, people will steal it. So like no one had a working SF90 with turbo upgrades. Cars wouldn't run right. They were in limp mode. I figured that out, and now other people have the fix. It's like I have to
Did you tune Kunzi's car? His SF90?
Yeah.
That's the one you're talking about with the upgraded turbos?
Did he have an SF90?
Yeah, he had upgraded turbos.
I've tuned all of his stuff.
Yeah, he literally talks about that being one of his favorite cars because of the tune and the upgraded turbos.
Was his shooting flames?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Just putting the dots together. That's all.
Yeah. I kind of do development that is copied quite a bit in the market. And it's interesting when I move on, I'm like, oh, that didn't do anything or it didn't do what I want. And I still see people copy it or whoever makes the base map, you know what I mean? That's distributed to the...
Do you ever put like little secret stuff in the file just to see if people...
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Like something like this is where you're at, but then you just kind of do something over here and just to see if somebody's literally going... Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool.
You know what's interesting? I did the first F8 on the road with downpipes and no GPF. And I did it for Bowden. And
no GPF. What does that mean?
The GPF is it has a cat in the muffler, and car will go into limp mode. It says cat temp too high, will go into limp. So I had the first fix confirmed on the road, and we were on a rally or something. He's like, the car's overheating. I'm like, nah, doesn't make sense. And then he's like, oh, the fans aren't turning on. And then I looked at the file. I'm like, it's a little bit different than the 488. This byte shouldn't be here. It should be here. And then I got a call to fix an F8 that was overheating. And I was like, oh, yeah? And I went down there and I looked, I was like, oh, motherfucker, copy pasted that first file. I was like, how did this get distributed everywhere? So a lot of times the tool manufacturer, like as you're flashing, it uploads your file to their server. And they don't have loyalty to me. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Breach.
It's fine. It's fine. But it's interesting to see.
So you put a file out there, an early file with a mistake. Then it gets copy and pasted somewhere else.
And then
fix
people
it,
make it,
and now you
and
gotta-
they can't fix it. The customer complains
Because they don't know what they're doing.
Because they just
Exactly.
copied your shit. That's
exactly.
So maybe you should always,
Sabotage.
throw a file out there with a mistake.
No, like
Let it go to the cloud.
we have
Fix it.
why. He's building in his business. That's literally what he's doing.
Yeah, we have to do the best that we I need to, each customer, I pretend like it's the last job I'll ever do. I have to pretend that this is what I'll be judged for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Because there's some people you'll never make happy, and I'm pretty good at sussing that out before we cross the bridge. And I'd rather not have the money than
Right. Then deal with the
be
problem.
beholden to someone, So, because as a business owner, your customer is your boss.
Yep.
And so there's a lot of tuners that are like after like fame and whatever and the fuck. They're like, how much time are you spending tuning and doing and refining this now? And how much of your time is being wasted making content or fucking whatever the fuck else?
Bullshitting.
So this is my lane. This is where I like to be. People want to, like, I will refer you. I work with every exhaust company. Everyone who wants to sell a tune, I'll work with. But I don't want to sell exhaust. I'm not in that market. So I don't weld. I don't make body kits. I don't sell wheels. I don't want to do anything else here, and then figure out secrets of life.
How old were you when you got the premonition that you were going to die at 40?
I was a kid. You want to get into the spiritual stuff?
I mean,
Do you
here
believe
we
in-
are.
Do we believe in ghosts, guys?
What, define a ghost.
You define a ghost. You tell me.
Well, you're the one that asked the question.
What's your belief?
It's a Rolls Royce, 4 doors.
Do you believe in life after death, or that we can interact with non-physical entities,
Yeah.
either extra-dimensional or spirits? He's still thinking. You say yes.
I say yes.
Instant yes.
No,
Any
but-
experiences?